Why, hello, you lovely little peppercorns. Santa Lee here, and happy holidays, the Merry Christmas stream. We're gonna play some Christmas games today. How y'all doing? Hey, Live Coil, Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you as well. Hope you're doing well. How's your week, my dude? I had a pretty good week. I crushed it on my Pokemon critique script. It is done. I can start filming tomorrow. I'm excited. Apparently, I had a lot to say about Pokemon, so I'm glad I decided to critique it. So that'll probably be my first video next year. At least that's what I'm hoping to do. So, yeah. Hey, hoo, how you do? How's it going? Oh, man, I don't know if I can stay for the whole stream, but I want to watch my favorite streamer. Aw, thanks, mate. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, or whatever the case may be. Happy winter solstice. That's probably more what I'm into, is the whole winter solstice paganism thing. Anyway, but I do like, you know, the aesthetic of Christmas. Hence, I got my, you know, my Santa hat on, my classic Merry Go Fuck Yourself shirt. It's all in good fun, though. How you doing? Hey, Colin, how you doing? I have a couple of suggestions. Christmas Nights and Die Card Arcade for the Saturn. Well, let's hop on over here to the game mode. I went through and favorited pretty much every Christmas or winter-themed game I could find in my substantial collection of ROMs that I'm getting lately. So let's hop in here. So I didn't think of Die Hard. I know a lot of people consider that a Christmas thing. Maybe we'll play it later if I run out of stuff. Die Hard Arcade, but we're definitely going to play Christmas Nights, because that's basically, you know, we just have to play Christmas Nights. Come on. So I got Christmas Nights, Days Before Christmas. I don't have the Genesis version, but the Super Nintendo version's fine. Elf the Movie I found. Elf Bowling. I'm glad the chat isn't full yet, so you guys can actually see this. I never realized that the chat actually covers this portion up. Huh. Elf Bowling 1 and 2. Santa Claus Jr., which I've never heard of, but has stellar ratings, according to the Scraper website I use. Santa Claus Jr. on the Game Boy Color. Santa Claus Saves the Earth, which I ironically own a physical copy of, but have never played. Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause, The Grinch, The Polar Express, and if we're really hurting, let's have some, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas action. It's kind of a Christmas thing. And we might play Die Hard Arcade. I'll put that on there. Die Hard Arcade. Good suggestions. We're going to start with Christmas Nights, because, hey, what's up, Tempest Storm Fury? How you doing? Hello. Elf Bowling. No, oh, we're playing Elf Bowling, my dude. What's up, Raichu Wisdom? Thanks for coming out to your old holiday stream. We're going to start with some Christmas Nights, though, because that's the obligatory Christmas game. Probably the best Christmas game ever made. I can't think of anything better, anyway. I'm already regretting the hat, because I'm getting sweaty. I'm going to see if I can put it up. I want the old holiday fashion, you know, and all that stuff. I believe the Genesis version of Days Before Christmas was only released in PAL regions. I thought so too. When I looked into it today, my cursory research led me to believe it was only actually released in Australia, which I didn't know. Probably why I don't have a copy of it on the thing here. I did know it was a rare game, and the Genesis copy goes for... You know, I probably should have set that better. Oh, what am I thinking? I should set that for Christmas Day. You know what? We're going to... You know, let's just back up. We're going to back up here. Let's try that again. Hopefully I can reset the clock. I'm going to set it for Christmas Day so we get maximum Christmassy action. Don't forget Sonic Adventure Christmas DLC. Wait, there's Christmas DLC in Sonic Adventure? What? Is this a real thing, or are you fucking with me? Happy winter solstice. Prepare for the coming of Krampus. And remember, Rudolph is a whitetail, not a reindeer. That's Nico. Nice. So Rudolph is from Wisconsin, is what I'm hearing, because all we have are whitetails around here.
Is covered with Christmas
Oh crap! Apparently I can't reset the clock. Oh well, close enough. Got this wonderful Christmas opening here for the Dreamcast. Is there really Christmas DLC for Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast? What? I can't tell if you're fucking with me. It's hard to read tone through chat. That would blow my mind. I'm looking this up.
They all look rushed.
It's also a fan game, Metal Gear Solid. That wouldn't surprise me.
That lady, that old man.
This opening is so cheesy, but I love it. I'm calling you on this one. Hoo hoo.
In the crowd,
In
They
the
feel
crowd?
something important is
Back in the day,
missing.
there's holiday DLC for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, like,
The
for
streets
Chow
look
stuff?
So beautiful.
Really?
This is the most cheerful time of the year.
Man, I can't believe I never heard of that.
It seems like nobody
I
is
can't spell
paying
adventure.
any attention to something important.
To something
Walking down
important.
The street, they find
I'll be
themselves
goddamned.
in the middle
Whew.
of Twin Seed Cedar.
I'm gonna have to
Facing
look into that. Well, I definitely don't have access to those, at least not now.
It's
Really?
decorated
Wow!
beautifully, and the
I've
tower
never heard of this
appears as
before.
one
Cool.
Huge Christmas
I'm gonna look
tree.
into that some more. Dang. The picture I saw was just like a Christmas tree in like Station
However,
Square
they
in
realize what
Sonic
is
Adventure.
missing
That
from
seems
the
pretty cool.
Christmas spirit.
No, for the whole world, even Sonic gets cool. How have I never heard of this? What the frick? I wouldn't mind seeing a snowboarding game of any sort. It's 1080 SSX Tricky or whatever floats your boat. Ooh, that's a good idea. How about SSX Tricky's good.
The tree
How about Snowboard Kids? I'm quite partial to Snowboard Kids. Let's do Snowboard Kids. I'm probably the only one I'm gonna play any like lengthy amount on is Christmas Nights into Dreams because it's the only Christmas game I know of that's actually any good. But Snowboard Kids. Maybe we'll turn on some SSX. Well, actually, I can't play that because I don't have PS2 games or GameCube games yet. I forgot about that. So, Snowboard Kids it is. Christmas Nights into Dreams. Let's do it. Really glad I got Sega Saturn games going on this thing. Yep, Nights is fine. And I did play some Nights on here. Oh, we'll start with Claris. I did play some Nights on here the other day. It doesn't control very well with this controller, so I'm not gonna do very well, but that's fine. It's all about the holidays and stuff. It's all Crimbusy. If you don't know who Nico is, one of you is my dad. Did one of you take a reindeer girl flying on Christmas one night? We're Santa's flying forces, kid. You're gonna have to be more specific. I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Nico as a reindeer sounds familiar. That name, I've definitely heard a Nico as a reindeer before, but I am not familiar what that's from or where it's from. Is that from like the OG, like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas? Because I know like that story dates back like what, 100, 200 years or something like that, and the names of the reindeer have changed like hundreds of times just depending on who's telling the story. So like nobody can agree like what the actual names of the reindeer are. Nico does ring a bell though. And Krampus also obviously rings a bell. Deck the halls. All right. I'm honestly surprised. So when I was going through all my ROMs today, I was surprised at how many Christmas games I found. I thought it was gonna be like 5. Like I knew I'd get Christmas Nights. I knew I'd get Elf Bowling. And I figured I'd get Days Before Christmas. But I didn't think I'd get as many as I did. And there's probably more on here, but I don't know what they're called, so it's hard to look for stuff. I do have a Grinch game, really weird looking Grinch game on the PlayStation 1 in my collection that I've never played. I don't have the ROM on my Steam Deck, so we can't play it, but yeah, it's some really weird like Grinch thing with like some like early 2000s like minimalist sort of knockoff anime style. I don't know how to describe it really. I think it's just called The Grinch. What are some of my favorite holiday traditions? I guess just, going and seeing my family and opening presents. I'm really not much for holidays in general. It's kind of not really my thing. I mean, I do enjoy like the Christmassy colors and stuff, but that's about it. I don't go all out. Wearing this one shirt that I've had for years is about the extent of my Christmas traditions. Yeah. This year I have far more Christmas spirit than I normally do. just because I'm not like usually a Grinch, but usually Christmas sneaks up on me so fast that by the time it comes around, I'm just like, oh, it's over already. But my neighbors have like all of my neighbors put up Christmas lights this year, and I'm like the one house in the neighborhood that doesn't have Christmas lights. So the whole neighborhood is just gorgeous right now with colorful lights and stuff like that. So it's hard not to feel the, you know, Christmassy season, even though, I don't know. I'm not one for holidays. I don't really enjoy the break and routine most of the time, but I always have a blast when I go and see my family and have breakfast with them and open up presents and all that stuff. And so I only get into Christmas on Christmas Day. Typically, this is actually an exception. But I used to play Christmas Nights into Dreams every year, but I haven't done it in like several years now. This will actually be my first holiday season, probably since I made that Christmas Nights into Dreams video years ago, where I actually play this game. So, and I used to be really good at Nights into Dreams in general, like, and just be able to like ace every single level in this game, but not anymore. Especially not on this controller. I was using the thumbstick when I first started, but I found out that, at least on the emulator here, it actually controls better with the D-pad. Just something I never thought I'd say about this game. You really need that Saturn 3D controller to make this work. If you go up for one of the Christmas trees, enter in either 1998 or 91's Sonic Adventure 2 DLC. Yes, there's a difference. You can actually listen to the a cappella version of Dreams from Christmas Nights. Nice. That's nice that they reuse that. Whee! I'm gonna have to lose the hat after I beat this level because I'm getting sweaty. There we go. Oh. What? Oh, that's better. God, it's amazing how much a hat makes a difference. I do like this weird demonic Christmas scene here. I want a whole game in this aesthetic. Actually, I guess I can think of a game that's like this. Like, is Pandemonium on the PS1 and Dreamcast like this? I feel like it is. I've never played those games. But they seem like they'd be all like crazy, wacky colors like this. I can't believe that there was Christmas DLC for Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and I've never heard of it until this very moment. That blows my mind. I remember seeing Elf Bowling at my local retro place a bit ago, and I wish I picked it up for the holidays, but I think someone... there we go. But I think someone already bought it recently. Elf Bowling's a classic. I remember that the first time I was ever introduced to Elf Bowling was... Oh, the sound's going out. Stupid Steam Deck problems. The first time I ever saw Elf Bowling was when I was like in middle school, I want to say, at one of my teachers, like somebody sent like a flash version of it to their email, so they were like playing it on and off all day, like, you know, like the day before Christmas break or whatever. And I think that's kind of what Elf Bowling was originally. It was a flash game that was small enough that people could share it through email, so it just kind of like spread like wildfire, or like an early viral thing. Oh, there's lyrics in this one. But happy holiday, I gotta go work and do Uber. Good luck with that. Hope you're happy with that. I'm happy you're back for a Christmas themed stream. Thanks, Hoo-Hoo. Have a good one. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming out for a bit. Oh, I already read that. It's a Finnish animated film, one of the biggest franchises from that country. Illegitimate son of Santa's reindeer goes looking for his father. Not popular in America for obvious reasons. Why? Because the illegitimate father thing? It's very common here in America. There's a YouTuber called, I can't read that. On a retro trip, who made an extensive doc on the making of GoldenEye on N64. Highly recommend if you remember that game. It's my partner Ryan just turned on GoldenEye on the N64 the other day because he used to play it a lot when he was a kid. and he used to be really good at it, and he really liked it, and he just, like, turned it on. He's like, what the hell? This game sucks suddenly. It was so funny. Because, like, he always told me, like, what a great game GoldenEye was, but I never got it because I never played it as a kid. Oh, where we go? I think he was over here. Yeah. Ah, damn it. I almost got them all. But yeah, I have definitely heard some tidbits from GoldenEye's development that it was like, you know, GoldenEye was the first or the second game Rare made for the N64. Blast Corps might have been the first one, right? I don't remember. All right, we're gonna play through Elliot's level here, which is an exclusive level because it's actually Claris's level, but they changed the route you go through it. So even in the main game, you don't get to play through this particular level, which is kind of neat. I wish they would have just, like, you know, done a holiday theme of Elliot's first level from the main game, but whatever. This is cool enough. And I totally don't remember the route because, like I said, exclusive level that I haven't played in a long time. Although so far it doesn't look all that different. Fly right. Oh, I got caught by a sheep. Colin, you probably know because you're a Saturn guy, but does this game have the A-Life system like the main game does? Or is this just basically all the clock changes that make this game unique? It's amazing how much content is packed into this sampler disc of Christmas Nights into Dreams. It always blows my mind when I think about it. Back in the days when, like, companies would put a lot of effort into their demos and stuff like that. I was, like, going through the Saturn library the other day, like, on the Steam Deck. I mean, I already knew there was a lot of, like, cool stuff that, like, nobody ever talks about, but I was kind of blown away by how much unique stuff is available on the system, and I'm glad I finally got it going on the Steam Deck, because I've been diving more into the Sega Saturn recently, which is something I've always wanted to do, but have never really taken the time to do. And it just really makes me wonder why it wasn't so more popular in the US. It probably just because Sega sucked at marketing around that time, I guess. And the 32X didn't help, and, you know, they kind of burned a lot of bridges with the Sega CD and the 32X in America. So I guess it's understandable. Oh, I did think of a Christmas tradition I like. Eating Christmas cookies. Christmas cookies are amazing. If you check the Nighttopian collection in the presents menu, you can check the A-Life for a specific version of Spring Valley and Christmas Nights, as well as the stages in the main game. Yep, cool, thank you. I was wondering about that. I vaguely remember that menu now that you're talking about it. I knew you'd know. You're my Saturn guy. You and Tanish. Tanish knows a lot about the Saturn, too. Also, there was a bunch of weird DLC for the Adventure games. Adventure 1 had DLC for New Year's 99 and 2000, as well as Halloween DLC, and some weird promotional DLC featuring AT&T, Reebok, etc. Wow, really? Man, way to capitalize on that modem there that you had there, Sega. For your dying console. For your basically dead-on-arrival console. At least in America. I guess the Dreamcast didn't do all that well in Japan either, did it? Kinda sad. It makes me wonder if, like, if Sega could have held out for, like, the rest of that generation, if they would have, if they'd still be making consoles to this day, because you think about like the direction like Nintendo went after, where it's like Nintendo clearly couldn't compete with like Microsoft or Sony, at least on like the power of their consoles. So that's why they went with the Wii and went in a different market. And then around that time, like, you know, games were so dark and brown and gritty, and so everything had to be all realistic. I think there was a large number of gamers that were looking for like weird and wacky and experimental stuff, and I wonder if Sega could have held out until the end of that generation and like went into the 7th generation with a console like alongside like Nintendo or Microsoft and Sony, if they would have been able to carve out a niche for themselves still. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Having 4 platforms though was a bit crowded, but so I'm guessing Sega probably still would have been the small fish in the pond, but I don't know, maybe they could have made it work. But we'll never know. We don't live in that universe. Oh, come on. I'm having a harder time finding chips in this. Oh, there they are. That's why I keep missing them there when I go through. There we go. Where's the Crimbus tree at? There's the Crimbus tree. It also seems like there should be more Christmas games than there are. There is a surprisingly small amount of them. It seems like in recent years, like, obviously, like, the mobile space or the Flash game space before that had a lot of Christmas-themed games on it, but not in, like, the major, or in the, like, you know, mainstream gaming sphere. Actually, Dreamcast did better in the US than Japan. Yeah, it did. And Dreamcast selling over 4 million units, and the Japanese Dreamcast only selling 2.5. Wow. Yeah, it's weird. Like, Sega seemed to always do better in, with the exception of the Saturn and the Sega CD, they always seem to do better in America than Japan. Maybe it's just how they marketed stuff, because they were all, like, you know, hip and edgy, and that was mostly an American thing in the 90s. It didn't really spread to the rest of the world until, like, the 2000s, the whole hip and edgy scene. I just realized you have to hit Gilwing, like, half as many times in the Christmas version of this game as you do in the main game. And we beat the game! Such a short and sweet game. And there's the Christmas tree, or the star on top of the tree.
With the help of knights, Elliot and Clarice found the star, shining in
the
7
narrator's
colors.
voice is so bad, I love
The entire
it.
story was a dream.
It was a dream! Well, of course, Knights was in
So,
it.
what was that star?
At least I'm not the only one who didn't know about the adventure game DLC. Yeah,
There is
we're
one
just
thing
on our
both
own,
of
living
them
under a
know.
rock here, Live Coil.
Something special will happen after they embark on an adventure with knights.
I love this Reading Rainbow-esque artwork. It's so great. This kind of artwork and, like, the zooming in here and the lack of animation just takes me right back to being a kid, like, watching Reading Rainbow. It's so cool.
They start feeling cheerful again.
Let's start feeling cheerful again. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
And now, happiness.
If only you had all the presents so you could play the super clunky Sonic into Dreams. I know, right?
Everything
If I would have thought about it like a week ago, I could have unlocked everything before we played so we could play the clunky as fuck Sonic into Dreams and experience the first time Sonic was ever in 3D officially. That would have been something. But alas, perhaps next year. I don't want to play that anyway. It's really bad.
Merry
Although
Christmas.
fighting the Puffy or the Dr. Robotnik themed version of Puffy is pretty fun. Against solo, I have a Dreamcast, but only a small handful of games, not including Sonic Adventure. But I do have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which even back in the early 2010s was expensive, really. Yeah. I never got into the... We're gonna skip the credits here. Okay, well, we played the good Christmas game. Let's play some crap. Some Days Before Christmas. I don't know. I played this game once before, and I remember it being absolute garbage, so let's find out if it still is. It is made by Sunsoft, but it was made by Sunsoft when they... Oh, hey, Arrow. Hi, Arrow. It was made by Sunsoft back when... after they stopped being good. Days Before Christmas. Alright, probably the most well-known Christmas game outside of Nights. Yeah, I never got into, like, I'm not big on fighting games, so I never got into the Marvel vs. Capcom games, or... Okay, let's do it. Oh, that's right, this is the one where Santa turns into a demon. Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. An evil plot was brewing, cooked up by that awful louse. The cold, evil snowman scared all the elves away. Timekeeper stole plans from Santa's house that day. But for the vicious louse, this wasn't bad enough. I'm really gonna show him. I'm gonna play rough. Okay. He tore the presents open, and on them cast a spell. That's when Santa woke up. Something wasn't well. All his elves had vanished, his presents also gone, and threats were awaiting, surely more than one. Beware the magic potion, calling Santa's evil twin, the angry Anti-Claus, his fiend from within. Oh god, this keeps going. So Auntie must be Santa, pick presents all the way. To face the foes so bravely and make it through the day. Go beat the evil bosses who's lurking in the dark. Find his sleigh and reindeer and set out and make his mark. Find every stolen present that was unjustly carved. Wait, carved? Carved. Craved for every kid on the earth. Christmas must be saved. Reading out loud sucks for me. Oh, it's like an advent calendar. That's clever. Santa's Hallway. All right. I was going to finish the thought on fighting games. Power Stone. Power Stone is what I was going to bring up. I really like Power Stone on the Dreamcast. Boing. What the fuck? Oh, okay. I forgot he could do that. Oh, Santa. This game controls better than I remember. Maybe it's just the Genesis version that sucks, which is probably why they only released it in Australia. But, I don't think I've ever played the Super Nintendo version. This is already much better than I remember. Ow. Collecting the presents for the children. I am Santa Claus. It's really weird I have to open the presents to... Oh, okay. Or are you an enemy? You're not an enemy, you're an elf. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, can't go that way. Can I... There we go. Wow, that was really hard to get a hold of. Also, I'm just noticing the... This kind of looks like more like a Genesis game than a Super Nintendo game, too. Except the woodwork. I guess that kind of has more SNES feel to it. Now, I saw a present over here. Ooh, there's a one-up for Santa Claus. There we go. Man, that's gotta be, like, the worst, like, constructed chair I've ever seen. Just sags as soon as you stand up. Oh, I thought you were an elf. You're not an elf. Oh, I see. I have to turn the enemies into presents. I can't just find presents. Gotcha. If you want another Christmas-themed Sega game, albeit unplayable now, there's Christmas Seaman for the... Oh my god, there's a Christmas Seaman for the Dreamcast? Yeah, I don't have that. How do I... That must have been like a checkpoint or something. Oh my god. I gotta get Seaman on here so we can play it sometime. Ah! That game is so bizarre. Are hats my health? Oop, up, 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 up. Nice. Okay, well, oop. This game's better than I remember. Still not great, but... Days Before Christmas. Oh, weird that it goes, like, diagonal like that. Let it snow, he says. So can you, like, find all this, like, Dreamcast DLC online still? Or is it something that's, like, unless you download it back in the day, you'll never get a hold of it? I'm sure somebody's had to have dumped it online, I would think. There we go. We got some presents. That anti-claus thing must be like a power-up. Ah, snowman! Penguins are enemies, but they are not present enemies. Okay. My brain completely misread that. Oh, that was the end of the level. I thought I died. Okay. Random question, but what are your thoughts on the furry side of the Sonic fandom? I remember that Sally Acorn magazine and the Sonic Blast video. Or the Sonic 3D Blast video. I mean, I would think my thoughts are basically that the Sonic fandom has probably created more furries than any other franchise out there outside of maybe like Disney. Disney obviously had a big effect on that too. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm not a furry. I find it funny. I don't care about the furry thing. If people are into that, that's up to them. It doesn't bother me. I'm not weirded out by it. People are into whatever. I do remember, like, ironically, I do remember thinking Sally was attractive as a kid, but as an adult, not so much. I'm thinking, like, the furry thing is, like, you know, some people just don't ever grow out of it. Makes it sound like it's a bad thing that's only for kids. And I don't want to give that impression because I love my furry brothers and sisters, but it's something that my brain doesn't quite fully understand. And as far as, like, you know, oh, I'm collecting reindeer. I keep thinking they're enemies. I did that, I don't even remember what prompted me to make that magazine for that video. I do remember it being a very awkward afternoon as I photoshopped that because looking back, I probably shouldn't have stolen somebody's artwork to do that because I didn't draw that picture. I just got it off of Google Images, which means that I basically stole it from some artist, and I didn't see it that way at the time, but now it's like, oh, it was kind of shitty of me to, like, you know, use somebody else's artwork for my own gains, especially something as risque as that. But I literally pulled up, like, a well-known cover of Playboy and basically completely recreated it using Sally and that picture just for that. It was a very awkward afternoon. Oh, can I not pick up... Oh, I can't pick up presents when I'm anti-claus? Or when I have fire? What the fuck? What the shit? What prompted this? I can't open presents anymore. Oh, I could open that present. Why couldn't I open this other present right here? Oh, now I can. Oh, that's the power. Coffee. Coffee makes Santa pissed. Got it. All right. Understand. Penguins also do belong in the North Pole. They barely even show up above the equator. And that was an elk. As for furries, there's another franchise to consider. Username unrelated. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I smell. Yeah, there's a lot of sexy Pokemon out there. I believe all the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 related DLC has been preserved. You can even mod the Steam version of the adventure games to get the DLC in full use. Nice. I didn't realize you made the magazine. That's dedication. Very cool. Like I said, I did make the artwork though. I stole that off of Google Images. So, but yes, I did the actual layout and put Play Furry, and then I printed it off and printed it to a junk catalog that came in the mail like a week prior to that. I still have it in the basement in my prop bag. I got like a whole bin full of like props I've made over the years that I'll probably never use again, but you know. That's cool that all the Sonic Adventure DLC has been preserved, as it should be. I'm getting quite interested in game preservation recently, partially due to getting the Steam Deck and getting a whole bunch of emulators up and running, and I was kind of convinced before that emulation was the answer to the game preservation thing, but now I'm more convinced than ever, just because I don't know. I haven't tinkered up until like starting to do these streams and getting a RetroPie and the Steam Deck now and doing stuff. I hadn't realized how great of strides emulation has made, because I haven't really played around with emulation since I was like in high school, and it wasn't very good then. Like in the mid 2000s, it was pretty crap. Like even running like Genesis and Super Nintendo games was hit or miss at times. So I kind of still had it in my brain that emulation just kind of sucked, but it's so good these days. It's like, honestly, it's kind of blasphemous to say, but I kind of prefer playing on an emulator now. It's just so convenient, and the games I don't have to mod my systems to, you know, have a decent image, like, you know, and all the RGB stuff, and not to mention with the price of retro games and how insane the retro game market is right now, I don't know. It's kind of where it's at. I'm kind of slowly creating my own quote-unquote Netflix of games for myself, and it's not exactly... Oh, I died. Oh, I didn't die. It's not exactly legal, but I kind of think it's... I kind of think it's the moral option, because companies don't give a shit about stuff like this. Give a shit about preserving stuff like this. It's kind of left to the gaming community. And it's great that there's such a huge community push to preserve games nowadays, because that wasn't something many people were talking about even like 4 or 5 years ago. What's up, Jingle Dragon? How you do? I'm gonna try Days Before Christmas for the Genesis out of curiosity. Yeah, I wish I had a ROM for it, because I played it once before, and is this like a leap of faith moment? Yep, totally is. Cool. I played it before in emulation, obviously, because a copy of that game is ridiculously expensive. But I remember it being really shitty, but this ain't bad. It's not like anything special, it's just your basic platformer, but I'm having a good time. I want to say I've heard, though, that the Genesis version was never actually finished, and that the Australian release of it was, they just kind of shat it out because there wasn't a lot of quality control for the system in that country. I thought it was all PAL regions, not just Australia, but according to Wikipedia, it's just Australia. So I don't know. Yeah, this ain't too bad. It actually controls fairly well, too. It's got a little of that, like, Super Nintendo chonky feel to it that I can't really describe, but it's actually a lot tighter in controls than I would have expected. That's bizarre. Now I'm a present. I must unwrap myself. Blah, 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 blah. Come here. You need to be a present for some boy or a girl or non-gender identifying person. So far, the Genesis version ain't too bad. Only difference I can find is the music. That's a good difference to have. Man, I must have just been, like, you know, ultimate elite gamer, like, this game sucks when I played it the first time, because I just remember going, this game is trash, like, the whole time I was playing it. That was probably, like, 10 years or so ago. I don't know. I have been known to become quite the gaming snob from time to time. Doing good. Finally catch a stream after 2 weeks. For emulation, I do the same. I still get newer games on the console. They come out, but older stuff is insane in terms of price. Yeah, I forget who asked me a few weeks ago. It might have been Colin. What the most I was willing to pay for a retro game was. And I said $100, roughly. I broke that this week. I am now the proud owner of a copy of Sparkster on the Sega Genesis, which I paid like $170 for, only because it was the cheapest I've ever seen that game go for. And the case it comes in the case, and it's actually in decent condition. And I'm planning on reviewing it in the near future. I have a script in the works for it, and I would like to have a copy of the game available for the video, so I kind of splurged on it. But yeah, oh my god, that hurt. That hurt my wallet. I mean, I had the money, but I really didn't want to spend the money on that. Especially now that I'm into emulation and I'm not collecting so much, but I already own Sparkster on the Super Nintendo, and I really like the Genesis version of Sparkster, so I'm like, all right, I'll drop the money on it for science. For the sake of my video, I am gonna make, because I'm working on the script right now. So yeah, so I guess 170 is my new most I've ever played for a game, paid for a game. Way too much money. That game is not worth that much money. No game is worth that much money. Ooh, boss time. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm diving really hardcore into the emulation stuff right now. I'm getting my parents are buying me a laptop for Christmas, which is very nice of them because I've needed a laptop for quite some time. I've been exclusively a desktop user for many years. So my current desktop setup that I won't really have a need for anymore now that I have the Steam Deck and I don't game on anything, or I don't PC game on my actual tower anymore. I've been exclusively using the Steam Deck, which is awesome. I'm thinking about just turning that into a straight emulation machine, and because it's more powerful than the Steam Deck, so I'll have an easier time emulating like PS3 games and stuff like that. And also storage. Storage is starting to become a big problem on the Steam Deck. Like I have a 1 terabyte micro SSD in this thing, and I already have it half full with ROMs, and I just started scratching the surface with like disk-based. Oh, you don't like that fire, do you? There, mean Mr. Bad Mr. Frosty. Sheed. So yeah, but I'm thinking like, you know, it would be a lot better to have like a dedicated like, I guess not a Steam machine necessarily, but an dedicated emulation machine with like, I don't know, 20 terabytes of storage for preservation's sake, of course. I don't even care at this point. Piracy and emulation will save video games. I know that's, you know, not something a lot of people are willing to say. I'm hardcore. I'm going for it. Shouldn't pirate something that's brand new and, you know, developers are still supporting, but if they're not supporting it and they refuse to put it on modern hardware, fuck them. That's what I gotta say to it. Does he always just, like, he always throws, like, the same exact angle, doesn't he? Oh, I guess that was a little lower. Turn into my raccoon Santa here. Currently, my most expensive game is Sonic Adventure 2 on Dreamcast, which is around $150, really, in the condition that you have it in. Wow, I didn't realize the copy of that game on the Dreamcast went for so much. That's ridiculous. All right. Wow. This game's not bad. Not half bad. What do you guys think? You want to keep going with this, or you want to hop to something else? I'm up for whatever. I got like 8 other Christmas games we could check out. Ooh, wait, is this a shmup level? Oh, hell yeah! Oh, I think? What is going on? Oh, I gotta get him in the chimney. Okay, that's really hard. Well, some kids aren't getting their present, so watch out for them helicopters in the UK. They'll get you. Oh, 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 there we go. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. This is the weirdest shmup I've ever played. Did not see if you played Parasite Eve in the last 2 weeks. Since it's a Christmas game, I feel it's the best date to try it out. No, I haven't played Parasite Eve yet because I don't have it on the system, and I haven't taken the time to get more PS1 games on here. Why does this stage make me want a Merry Christmas Radiant Silver gun, whereas you play as Santa on a sleigh? Oh, hell yeah. I'd be so into that. Nice. Same attitude towards cartoons, though that and games have been on the back burner for ages now. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing with cartoons. Like, and actually, some cartoons are really difficult to find even online too. Like, I stumbled upon like some screenshots and some footage of this Strawberry Shortcake cartoon from the early 2000s. And I found out there's like a lot of people that say it's like a really good show. And I'm like, oh, that does look really cute. It looks funny. The clips I saw were funny. I want to check it out. So I went to my usual watch cartoon online place where I stream stuff, and they didn't have it. And I'm like, well, that's weird. So then I like started looking at other places that, you know, stream stuff, and I couldn't find it. And I wasn't going to personally like download it or torrent it, but I did look to see if it was available. I couldn't even find like a torrent of it. I was like, what the fuck? It's like this cartoon's like completely lost. And I guess it is. I did see it, like it was potentially on YouTube, but it looked like one of those like really shitty quality, like where they had to pitch the audio up slightly to avoid like copyright or something like that. It's really strange. So yeah, I don't know. The whole like preserving like cartoons and games, especially cartoons. It seems like cartoons really got the shaft, like especially cartoons from the 90s and the early 2000s, like they just disappear. There's kind of a come on, here we go. I don't know, it just really seems like nobody, at least on a professional level, nobody seems to care about preserving stuff like this, which I guess just goes to show how little companies actually care about the artistic value of their stuff. Oh, I just realized the water's rising. Nice. How little they actually care about the artistic aspect of the stuff they produce. They only care about it from a product standpoint. And that sucks. So I don't know. I'm kind of the opinion that if a company's like that and the only option you have to like, you know, play a game or watch something is to pirate it, you almost have a moral obligation to do it to keep it alive. That's how I see it anyway. Santa's too lazy to get out of the sled these days. Well, weird indeed. You're either tossing toys straight into the street or burning fireplaces that you know are burning because of the smoke. Yeah, exactly. They're fireproof toys. Exactly. Cartoon that you can't actually find, like Apple still charge insane prices. I wanted to get Emperor's New School a couple of years ago, and it was $2 an episode, so $50 for a season, and for a 10-year-old cartoon. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's the other thing. Like, even if like the company does technically offer it still through on like, you know, modern means, like, charging that much for something that old and, you know, is insane. Like, not to mention, they get more sales if it was cheaper. You know damn well they would. I had the same experience with Pee-wee's Playhouse on Amazon Prime. I've watched quite a few. I used to watch Pee-wee's Playhouse on Netflix, but I don't have a Netflix anymore because I don't watch enough TV to justify it. So I'm like, oh, well, every episode of Pee-wee is on Amazon. I could buy it, and oh, the whole season is like $60 or $50 or something like that. It's like ridiculously expensive. I'm like, for Pee-wee's Playhouse, like, it's a good show and everything, but really, I don't want to pay $60. Not to mention, I just bought like every episode of Better Call Saul for like the same price, or at least most episodes. So it was ridiculous. I'm like, and that's like a brand new show. Like, that makes sense to, like, you know, charge like $20 for a season or something like that, but not for Pee-wee's Playhouse or something that old. The first ever Dutch animated film is on YouTube in one piece, but the Flemish first is only in pieces. Weirdly enough, old Asterix films are up too. That's nice. Yeah, Asterix. I didn't realize how many Asterix and Obelisk video games there were until recently. There are so many. There's like well over like 50, I think. Like, it's crazy. And some of them like look really awesome. I played one on the Genesis not too long ago. It was really cool. There's one on the, I forget what it's called, but it's like Asterisk and Obelisk something on the Game Boy Advance, and it looks like a PlayStation 1 game. Like, it's like 3D and it's wild. It's like one of the like most technically impressive games I've ever seen on the GBA. And it's an Asterisk game. Like, I'm probably one of the only Americans, one of the few Americans who even know who that is. Very popular in British and Europe areas, from what I'm told. So there is some energy towards preservation for history's sake, I mean. Yeah, but that's my point. It comes from a community effort. It's not from the companies themselves. Or at least maybe not. Maybe they put, that's interesting. When you're anti-clause here, you don't turn enemies into present. You just straight up murder them. I understand. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like, why does it have to be like the quote-unquote consumer and a community of like fans that preserve stuff? You think companies would want to preserve their work, at least for future monetization potential. Like, oh yeah, like here's something that blew my frickin' mind. The original version of the source code for Silent Hill 2 and 3, the version that was released on the PlayStation 2 is lost. So the HD versions of those games that came out on the PS3 had a shit ton of bugs and stuff in them because they were literally using a beta version, because that was the only source code they could find. They couldn't find the original source code for the final game. They had to use a beta version. Like, how do you, like, especially a game like Silent Hill 2, which is like not only one of the best-selling Konami games, but one of the most important, like, games of all time, and certainly one of the most important horror games of all time. How do you lose the source code for something like that? It's ridiculous. Hey, what's up there, Matt? How you doing? Happy the holidays to yous. I just died. Well, maybe you shouldn't design your levels in such a way where, you know, I'm likely to fall when I can't see what's below me. They still show the Asterix movie every year on TV in Canada. Oh, nice. And yeah, I've seen a lot of different Asterix games, especially for the Master System. The 3D GBA Asterix game you're talking about looks super sick, though. Yes, I agree. It's so cool. I've been meaning to try that out. Yeah, I was gonna turn it on last night, actually, but I found this Moai-kun game on the Famicom that's like a puzzle platformer made by Konami that I never heard of. So I was playing that last night instead. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Japanese company did not have real production back in the days. So many old games did not keep the old code, so it would not be stolen by other companies. Oh, so that's why many games don't have remakes. That makes sense. Storage space was much more expensive back then. They probably overwrote Silent Hill source code with some random movie game. Yeah, probably. That's a sad thought. Like some licensed piece of shit that Konami worked on probably got overwritten. I understand that, I guess, of the Cemetery Gates. Oh, nice. Cool. 7-ish hours recording session. Dang. You're a trooper. Uh-oh. That's death. I could just tell. Uh-oh, this game's starting to get kind of bullshit. Well, and there's also this other thing about, like, the storage space aspect, because I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I forget what it's called. It's something that Sony makes. It's basically, like, these massive, like steel, or not steel drums, massive drums of magnetic tape that are meant for, like, long-term archival storage. And they're, like, even back in the day when they made them, it's like the equivalent of like a terabyte of data. They still make them. Like Sony still makes these things. It's like for like, it's like archivist tape or whatever, but you can buy them in like anywhere from a steel, or I keep wanting to say steel drum, anywhere from like a drum this size of like magnetic tape, or like, you know, as big as like something that's going to take up a room, that's something like only like, you know, the government would have room to have like storage systems on. So like even back in the day, and they've had it for like 30 years. So like even back in the day, if a company really wanted to take the time to archive their stuff, they could have got one of these like long-term magnetic tape storage things, because they were like really low cost, really cheap. You didn't have to worry about keeping them powered or anything like that. You could literally just write your data to it and store it in a closet for however long you needed. And unlike a hard drive where you need to, you know, access data really quickly, you could just spool it out, and, you know, it might take like 3 days to find the data on the actual thing. But I don't know, we've always had like the ability to archive data for long-term storage, but it just seems like, you know, I think the real problem is just, you know, companies don't give a shit, because they, at least the publishing side of it, they see their games or their movies or their cartoons or what have you as just disposable content. And it's one of the many reasons I hate that word content, you know, because it just implies this disposable aspect of it. And I get it, like, you know, does anybody really care about some like random Barney game written on the Sega Genesis? No, but as a historical thing, you know, why not keep it? Like, we have the technology to keep it and keep it cheap. I'm about ready to hop to a different game. This is starting to bug the shit out of me. This level design sucks. But yeah, the government still uses this tape quite a bit. Yeah, there's a specific name for it. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's the thing, because like you know, you might have records that you don't need to access, like, you know, might not ever need to access, but maybe you need to access something in 30 years, you know, and it might take some archivist like a week to track it down, but you know that you have it if you've done your due diligence. All right, that's enough days before Christmas. How many lives do I have left? Oh, never mind. We got a game over. Definitely time to hop. That's Days Before Christmas. Better than I remember. Still not great. We're not going to play this long. I can already tell by looking at it. Well, I was recording 3 guitar parts and a bass and vocals. That's it. Yeah, considering that 7-hour recording session, it's pretty impressive. Semi-related, there's a funny story about the Megas XLR cartoon. Apparently it can't get more episodes because no one can figure out who really owns it. It's a tax write-off now. Oh my god. Yeah, so there's another thing with abandonware is very much a thing. Like, you know, losing the rights to stuff, or games not... This looks awful. My god. I mean, the movie's fine. I'm not a huge fan of it. I enjoyed it the one time I saw it. But you just know this is going to be some hot garbage, right? I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised with this one. I've been having a blast with Days Before Christmas. It ain't bad. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised too, Colin. It ain't, yeah. Did you get to the level that I just died on? Because I mean, it was mostly my impatience for that kind of level design, because it's awful, but it wasn't really that hard. I just kind of like tune out when I see that the developers did too. So, wow, this certainly looks like a thing. Oh yes. That's a new game. Oh, we're gonna have some obligatory recap of the movie. Oh, yep, we are. I hope I don't get like a copyright claim on this low-res screenshot from the movie. I'm currently on the shmup in the England stage. Nice. Collect as many candies as you can. Use the Gumdrops? God, that hurts my dyslexia so much. To jump higher, watch out for icicles and falling bridges. Look out for the polar bears. Okay. At least polar bears actually exist in the Arctic. Unlike penguins. I forgot the word for penguin just for a second there. Okay, well. Real talk, do you think they got Will Ferrell to come in so they could rotoscope him for this sprite? Do you think they gave that much of a shit? Okay, clearly I can't jump on enemies. I just have to avoid polar bears. God, that polar bear looks like it's from a different game. I feel like I'm playing a ROM hack here. Oh, that is some hot garbage. Like, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Wow. Oh, wait, can I go down there? Oh, there's aspic down there. Why did I think of the word aspic before Jello? There's aspic down there. I'm American. We call it Jello, not aspic. Why did I think of that first? God, the polar bear just does not fit this game. This is... Oh, okay. Well, that's real nice. This is it. There's just a single jump button. Collecting shit I don't care about. Oof. I keep thinking these are like pitfalls of instant death. And I mean, I can't jump over the polar bear until he comes towards me because the jump arc is too tight. Yeah, there we go. Or can I? I'm not gonna try, fuck it. I'm thinking Matt's talking about the Pantera song. Yeah, okay, there it is. Pantera song, I didn't know there were multiple famous songs called that, or I would have specified. Nice. I like to imagine them asking the staff member to jump cartoonishly so they can rotoscope him. Nice. Big aspects jiggle like that. Hey, what's up, KH? How you do, baby? Well done. Now let's move on. We are playing Elf. Cave is full of something. I skipped it, so I guess we'll find out. It's full of something. I'm guessing gumdrops, aspic, and polar bears. That's my... Okay, apparently I can't touch the... Oh, he did say watch out for icicles. I do remember that now. That was my fault. Are they all pit... Now they're pitfalls. Okay, well, that's intuitive. Cool. Is there a life system? Because I want the game to be over. There we go. Doop, doop, doobie, doobie, candies, candies. This is the best platformer I've ever played. Colin, you should play this one. Alrighty then, yes. Right, icicles. At least there's checkpoints. And then we play the waiting game, then we jump over here. This is one of the worst games I've ever played. It just... This game is offensively bad. Just the sheer not giving a fuck about anything except ripping some little kid and his mom or grandmother or whomever is buying this game off just pisses me off. I hate shit like this so much. Happy holidays to you too. Excellent, my dude. Glad to hear it. Why do his animations remind me of Lester the Unlikely? Oh my god, they totally do! It is Lester the Unlikely. Yeah, the music's atrocious. It's like doop, 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 doop. Collect the letters you need to spell New York. Okay. If I hadn't seen the movie, that would make no sense, and it still doesn't. Boy, oh god, that was so jank. Ugh! N. Boing. What in the fuck? I can't believe shit like this was released and people bought this. I don't think many people bought this. I hope not many people bought it. I feel sorry for anybody who spent money on this. Oh, great. You know, it would be efficient enough if the camera just, like, you know, snapped back to the checkpoint. You don't have to scroll back and show me my shame. Oh, I can jump high. Oh, it's one of those. Eh. Boing, boing, boing. Okay. Son of a bitch. I keep getting reminded of the ice level in Dust and Elysian Tale. Might have been the furry discussion in hindsight. I don't think I ever got far enough of that game to know what you're talking about. I did play that game, but not very much of it. I thought it was pretty good, actually. I don't know why I didn't finish it. It's probably one of those situations where something better came along or something I was more interested in. I should go back and play that, because I remember really liking the few hours that I played. Boing. Boing. I just gotta remember where the Jello aspic is. We'll be fine. Boing. Boing. Okay, there we go. God. I do, okay, credit where credit's due. I kind of like the backdrop of this level. It's not good, but it's interesting at least. Maybe it's just because you don't see, like, candy stuff all that often. I feel like I missed the R. Try again, look for... Oh, are you really gonna make me play that fucking level again? Oh, fuck you, game. What? What a piece of shit. Boing. Has the music changed at all, or is it just like, you know, the same exact crap? I can't tell. It's so awful. Merry Christmas. This is like such a good game to play on Christmas, because this is the kind of stuff that your grandmother would buy you, meaning so well. It's like, oh, little Jeremy. Jeremy loves the video games. Oh, we have Elf with the Will Ferrell. I have seen this. I don't know why grandma sounds like this, but I have seen this. Little Jimmy will love this game. And little Jimmy, or Jeremy, I forget what I named him, we'll play it for about 10 minutes and never touch it again. And he'll be like, thanks, Grandma, a movie licensed game starring Will Ferrell. I love it. I got New York. Boing, 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 boing. Can I go to the next level now, please? Can't believe I converted Lester the Unlikely 2 for the GBA into an elf game. Nuts. I can't find any concrete numbers on how many units this game sold. Unfortunate, I know. I can speculate. It was probably about 40. They make you replay the stage. So many four-letter words from me to the developers. Oh my god. Hey, Tanish, how you doing? Hello, is this an elf tie-in game? It sure is. It absolutely is. And we're playing it. It's awful. I'm gonna get a copyright claim on this low-res screenshot again. Will Ferrell is relatively funny, but Elf is not one of his better movies. I think his appearance on Conan is the best, surprisingly. That is surprising, because usually I can't stand, like, any late-night TV humor whatsoever. Usually everybody's, like, you know, so about, like, preserving their brand when they go on live TV and stuff that they just, you know, they're afraid to be funny. Which is probably why, I think it was also Conan. Maybe it was Jimmy Fallon. I don't know. I get them mixed up. Mel Brooks was like 6 or 7 years ago was on one of those shows, and he did like a Hitler joke, and the audience just gasped, and I just laughed so fucking hard because Mel Brooks is just like, fuck y'all, I don't care. I'm Mel fucking Brooks. I'll say whatever the hell I want. I'm a Jew. I don't like Hitler. I'm gonna make fun of Hitler on live TV. It's so funny. Oh, yeah. Jump from one iceberg to another. Watch out for sinking icebergs. Floating icebergs help you to reach your destination. God, that font just is impossible to read. I don't dislike Will Ferrell, but I've never been a... Why are we suddenly doing a top-down thing? Okay. Okay, yeah, because top-down platformers always work out so well. Ooh, we got a floating iceberg, okay. Yeah, I don't dislike Will Ferrell, but I've never really, you know, understood the appeal of his humor. The most I ever liked him was, like, you know, on Saturday Night Live back in the day. But even then, like, he was pretty hit or miss. And I hear he's just, like, a major asshole to work with, or at least he used to be. I don't know, he just... Like, and then there's, like, that movie Anchorman. I'm probably gonna burn some bridges here. I never liked that movie. I thought it was, like, okay, but people talk about, like, it's the best movie ever, the best comedy movie ever. I just do not get it. That's just me, though. I'd rather watch The Big Lebowski, which is a genuinely great movie that some people don't get, so I don't know. No accounting for taste. Boing, boing, boing. Polar bears. Boop, boop, boop. You know what? They should have made this whole game top-down, because all this is not good. It's more enjoyable than that side-scrolling stuff we were playing earlier. At least there's a little bit of challenge with the top-down platforming jank. Case in point. So what games did you miss? Well, we played through Christmas Nights into Dreams, the quite possibly only truly great Christmas game. Then we played through Days Before Christmas, which I played in the past and I thought was hot garbage, but I kind of liked it tonight. It wasn't too bad. Colin's backing me up on it. He's playing it right now, and he said he liked it too, so... there we go. And now we're playing Elf. So you didn't miss much, only 2 games. I got, like, 7-ish other ones that we can play. I was surprised at how many I found, honestly. I was thinking when I was gonna, like, dive into my, my ROMs that we were only gonna have enough games to play for, like, half the stream, and then we'd have to, you know, play some other stuff, like, really stretch it, like Die Hard or, Gremlins or something like that, but... we might still play, Die Hard, arcade game, because I am curious about that. I'm seeing the game go for $15 to $20 on eBay, so I'm speculating it's possibly sold a little over 40 copies. Then again, who would pay $20 for this garbage, and why is it me? Nice. Oh, man. Do I really? I'm not even gonna bother collecting candy at this point. Come on. Can we call Yakuza 1, 2, and 5 Christmas games because they're set during Christmas time? I didn't know that. Huh. I mean, yeah, like, if that's your definition, like a game has to, or something has to take place during Christmas time to qualify as a Christmas thing, then yes. If you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, you must also, by extension, consider those 3 Yakuza games as Christmas games. I don't know if I consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, although I have been known to watch it on Christmas, mostly just because it's Die Hard and it's awesome. Oh my god, this level is so much longer than the other ones. Oh, come, that hit detection was such bullshit. Love this music, doop, doopy doop. Yeah, there we go. I'm Will Ferrell. I'll stand over here. Cartoon background with pre-rendered Ferrells. Seems perfect. Nice. Man, them polar bears are thick. It's a thick boy. This is like the same, like, what the fuck? Do I have to pick up the candy? Is that what's going on? All it's doing is giving me points, which I totally care about on the Game Boy Advance. Guess that would mean Snatcher is also a Christmas game. I didn't know that either. Christmas game says set during Christmas, and there's even a version of Jingle Bells in. Oh, it's absolutely a Christmas game then. What? How did I grab the candy that was on the iceberg, but then fall into the into the drink? Oh, come on. This. Boing. Okay. Jesus, why did they make this level so fucking long? Oh my god. Forget what I said about the whole game needing to be a top-down platformer. I regret that statement. Oh my god. This is like an endurance challenge. Of course they're thick. If they were thin, they'd be hungry and more motivated to eat you. At least they don't want to eat me. Apparently that was the end of the level. Nice going. Way to go. Okay. I just insulted Fallon and Kimball. Kimball and YouTube censored my comment. Really? Mel Brooks rules and Conan is the single only good late night talk show host. I don't know enough about talk show stuff to confirm nor deny that, but I do recall, yeah, I do recall that one interview with Mel Brooks, which now I'm thinking it was on Jimmy Kimmel, come to think of it, which is probably why the audience freaked out. But yeah, I just remember that one interview being just absolute gold. Slide down the mountain as fast as you can, collecting as many objects as you can. Avoid any obstacles that you encounter. Be careful, do not fall too often. Oh, goody. I want to see Will Ferrell play this game. Oh, my. Oh, I hit a rough patch there. Which are good, because I think I'm increasing in speed. That rock look like teeth. Ah, why does that the rocks look like teeth coming out of the ground? That is, my brain can't unsee that. This is horrible. This is one of the worst games I've ever played. It's not like difficult or anything, but it's just so soulless. I hope whoever made this game made no money on this. I hope they lost every red cent they put into it. They deserve it. Boing. Oop. Hit the pause button. Yeah, that would not surprise me if YouTube actually censored you for saying something about Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon, because like they bring so much traffic to YouTube. I'm sure that's like YouTube's like, oh no, they're gods. We can't insult the Kimmel or the Fallon. Oh, there's a time limit in this level. I missed that. I might have read that. I forgot. Oh boy, I don't know how much more I can take of Elf. We might have to hop to something else. Okay. Let's do this. Oh shit. 2. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. I bet it was Fred Fox. Well, Fred, I hope you got a lot of money for this, you prick. Oh, Fred Fox. Fun fact, we have a trucking company, a local trucking company, that their last name is also F-U-C-H, but they stylize it in such a way that their logo looks like it looks like F-U-C-K. It's so funny. I think it's pronounced Fuchs. I think that's how they actually pronounce it, at least around here. But they do what they're doing. So it looks like Fucks Trucking. every time I see one of their trucks, I just laugh so hard. I'm just like, they do what they're doing. Oh, Fucks Trucking. Fred Fucks. Jesus. What are any of us doing with our lives? Playing / watching this thing. Trees, derpy, trees. Oh, what was that? Ooh, some break in the scenery. Don't frickin' overexert yourself there, guys. Working way too hard on this game suddenly. Little Jeremy's grandmother won't know any better when she buys this, so don't put so much work into it. Let's crank this video game out in a week and then go spend the rest of the money on hookers and blow. Well done, good job, woo, yeah. Hit the pause button or your subconscious is trying to tell you to stop. Probably that, exactly. If you say something bad about Jimmy Kimmel in a 5,000-mile radius of his presence, he'll smite you immediately. Probably. He'll smite you immediately with his, like, laughing and his table slapping, like, that sort of thing. So funny. If you guys watch Smiling Friends, like, oh my god. If you haven't seen Smiling Friends, seriously watch Smiling Friends. Like, the bit they did with, like, Mr. Frog going on Jimmy Kimmel just freaking killed me. It was so funny. I wonder why movie games died out. Was it because the games became unprofitable, or if the movie source material got too stagnant? I'm thinking it has more to do with licensing. Licensing is probably a lot more expensive these days, so... Because you think, like, most of these, like, licensed games, like, it was usually, like, the game companies, or at least the publisher, approaching someone like Disney and being like, hey, we want to make a game based on whatever. It was rare that it was the other way around. There were obvious exceptions, like the Lion King game. Disney wanted to make that game and, like, shopped around for the best developer to make it, you know, and they ended up with Westwood Studios. Good choice. And that's why it's actually a decent game. But that was, like, the exception. Like, most of the time it was, like, a company, like, you know, approaching, like, you know, a movie studio or something to be like, hey, we want to, you know, make a game or whatever. Let's write up a contract. So, you know, it was the developer or the publisher just looking for work, essentially, which I think is why most of them sucked. Good night, everyone, regardless of how far that is on your end of the world. Bye, right you is. Happy holidays, happy winter solstice, all that jazz. Thanks for coming out, bud. I'll see you next year. Collect as many objects as you can to earn points. Watch out for the raccoons and mallards? Mallards, okay, mallards. Okay. You could have just said ducks. Ducks would have been a perfectly acceptable word to use there. I love Smiling Friends so much, and Mr. Frog when I'm Fallon, not Kimmel. Oh, I meant to say Jimmy Fallon. Did I say Kimmel? That's what I meant to say. I probably said Kimmel. I meant to say Fallon. Thank you. I mean, can you blame me for getting Kimmel and Fallon mixed up? They're basically the same person, right? Yeah, they're basically the same person. I'm glad Fucks Trucking has a good sense of, excuse me, Fuchs Trucking has a good sense of humor. Reminds me that there's a place in Austria pronounced Fuking, but spelled you know what, and it's a big tourist spot. Ah yes, fucking Austria. Nice. Could also be because the movie tie-in has moved to phones. Yeah, that too. Because it would be cheaper to produce compared to games. Yeah, absolutely. Bye, Rajuiz. You can hit the rest of the ducks that aren't mallards, apparently. Oh, that's a good point. That sentence would lead you to believe that. Oh, the grass is melting. Oh, we must be getting closer to New York or something. Okay, well. Was that supposed to be a mallard? It looks like a goose. That looks like a goose. Just gonna say, if you're gonna be hyper specific, that doesn't look like a raccoon. That looks like a ferret or a lemur or something. That doesn't look like a trash panda. I mean, it kinda does, but... I'm thinking we're supposed to be in Central Park right now. There was a scene in the movie where he went to Central Park, right? Something like that. Collecting candy in a tree. I stepped on a raccoon. Yay. Oh, does it snow? No! They actually went to the trouble of making it so the snow, like, crumbles. Look at that. Man, that developer put at least 20 minutes of work into that. You know, if you keep getting all green grass like this, I'm gonna have to change the game because this is less Christmassy every level we play. Doop-de-doop. Or I should just stick it out and be the first person to ever beat this game. Nobody's ever played this game long enough to beat it. I guarantee it. Does not exist. Boing, boing. I could do a clip show. It'd be like gamer Z-tier YouTuber. Z-tier YouTuber beats worst Christmas game ever. And nobody cares. Oh, fast raccoons now. We got fast raccoons. The snow crumbling is where the whole budget went. No, this is the potential. This is the profits going down the tubes right there. It's just like, no, they're gone. Those are massive ducks and raccoons. They're as big as Will Ferrell. Oh, you ran out of energy. Try again. I think we're gonna not try again. Let's try a different game here. Okay, let's do some elf bowling. Man, I said we weren't gonna play that long. We played that much longer than I thought we were going to. I guarantee you that nobody who worked on the elf movie knows anything about this game. I'm noticing a trend that a surprising number of these Christmas games are on Game Boy Advance. Why is that? Ooh, Endstorm. Actually, that's not a bad idea. No, have you considered clipping highlights from your live streams and making YouTube shorts out of them? Yeah, I have. I don't know how I feel about that. I do have some ideas for some shorts I'd like to make at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I should do that. That would be... I feel like I gotta start making stuff that other people might enjoy and not so much just stuff that I enjoy, because I don't know, the idea of like watching clips of streams doesn't really appeal to me personally, but I'm the odd one. I'm the weird one who doesn't like that stuff. I gotta remember that. Pressing start. We're playing elf bowling here. Okay. Oop, what are the buttons? There's a button. Wow, that... Either I got incredibly lucky, or this game is very poorly designed if I got a strike on my first go. Okay. Where's the arrow? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, there is... Am I just gonna bowl a 300? There's like no challenge. It's literally just timing. Oh, it's getting faster though. Ah, see, I fucked up there. Okay, well, let's see if I can pick up the spare. The elf bowling here. Oh my god. This is what Santa does for 11 months of the year? Yep, clearly. This is gonna be like the best game of bowling I've ever bowled. Oh shit, we got a 7-10 split. The hardest shot in bowling history. Can he make it work? Or will he go in the gutter? I'm gonna pick up that spare. Come on. I don't think this game actually has enough physics for me to pull this off. What did you call me? You cheeky little bastard. Actually, something I'd like to do for, like, YouTube Shorts is, like, Oh! Oh! You cheeky little bastards! Spanking thy booty on me. I'm gonna get, you know... Last week it was the accidental boob shot, and this week we got elf butts. Man, YouTube's gonna take me down. But no, something I would like to do that I thought would fit into, like, the Shorts format pretty well would be, like take a console like the Atari 2600 or... Oh, I could have got a bonus frog there. And just, like, go through the library, like, each day, like, you know, just say, like, do, like, a recap of the game. I'm not doing it any justice, but in my head, I see, like, you know, a 1 minute long review of, like, a game every single day. I probably wouldn't post them to this channel, or if I did, they wouldn't be going out to subscribers, because I feel like that would get annoying. Like, you know, filling up people's subscription feeds. Or do you guys actually check your subscription feed, or am I like one of the weird people that actually, like, when I go on YouTube, like, I go straight to my subscriptions feed and I don't pay attention to the homepage? Am I the old man here? Am I old? Is that what I'm saying? Am I old? Am I just don't understand how people use the internet anymore? That might be the problem. I check my subscription feed pretty frequently. Oh, thank God. I thought I was a weird one here. Nah, I check my sub feed, though. Oh, I may just be old, too. Okay, good. You guys are cool, is what I'm hearing. It's mostly because, like, I feel YouTube does a shit job recommending stuff I actually want to watch to me. It, like, never seems to know what I'm interested in. Maybe it's just because I watch too much random... Oh! That elf just lost his head. Nice. I can appreciate the attempt at humor here. I'm not getting much ha-has, chuckles out of it, but I appreciate the attempt. I check my feed pretty often, and homepage. Okay. Woo! Here I was thinking I was like the weirdo who did that. So, if somebody were to, like, make a daily Shorts video or something, would you want it to go to your subscription feed, or would you feel that that would be annoying? Because I kind of feel like it would annoy me, because I exclusively go to my subscription feed, but I don't know. YouTube, at least on the Santa sucks. You cheeky little bastard. I mean, he probably doesn't pay you shit, and now he's using you as bowling pins, so yeah, he does kind of suck. I like that Atari Shorts idea. I bet you could summarize most 2600 games in 30 seconds or less. I know if you, like, Porky's World would take a little longer, though. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's so many games that, like, I'd like to talk about, but there's not enough meat on the bones that I feel like the Shorts format would be just perfect for that, because, like, am I really going to spend, like, you know, even that Cosmic Art game that I played last week, like, it's a great game. I love it, but I don't think I could say anything more than, like, you know, a minute's worth of stuff on, you know, why it's interesting and what it does, and, you know, talking about, like, maybe diving into, like, its development history a little bit if it's, like, a well-known game or something like that. But I feel like most games from that era, and even, like, on the NES, like, most games on the NES even don't warrant, like, a full, like, review or a critique or something. There's just not enough to talk about. But I still think they're worth talking about, and a Shorts format would be, like, a really good idea for that, I think. I don't know. Daily Shorts might be overkill after a while. I wouldn't keep up with every upload if there's too many. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Danish says it won't be annoying. You'll be fine. Okay. That's two different opinions there. I kind of go with, like, I feel like how Tempest does is that I think for a while it would be really cool, but then I'd fall behind, and then I just wouldn't watch them because I feel like I would, you know, it's like, oh, I got like 6 that I haven't watched yet, and, you know, maybe I don't have 6 minutes to sit down and watch stuff. YouTube is nice that on the back end, when you upload a video, you can decide if you want it to go to your subscription feed or not. Merry Christmas, which I feel like pisses people off. Okay, well, that's Elf Bowling. We're not going to play any more of that. 191, that is among the best I've ever bowled before. I'm not very good at bowling. I do like bowling, though. Okay, we're done. Oh, maybe I should play Elf Bowling 2 quick. Nah. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I've never played this. Santa Claus Jr. There's 2 versions. Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. We're going to play the Game Boy Advance version because it has 5 out of 5 rating. Like, really? Oop, that's the wrong button. Let's find out if it's any good. I'm down for the Atari Shorts idea as well, and I could totally see that for other consoles like the Odyssey 2 and the ColecoVision. Yeah, those are, yeah, the Odyssey 2 especially. I really love the Odyssey 2. That is one of the most underrated systems, in my opinion. The Odyssey 2 is so cool. What is this? I have never heard of this crap before. Oh, the audio's taking shit. Nice. That's always a good sign. Let's do it. Ooh, multiple save files. We're gonna play as the classic I'm guessing that's difficulty. Oh, you know what? I kind of like the lack of text to denote difficulty and everything. That's nice. Elf Bowling 2 is just shuffleboard with near-nude elves. You're not missing much. Well, maybe we do need to play it as near-nude elves. Shuffleboard, you say? I like shuffleboard. Oh, it's Gruntilda. You know, this does kind of sound like a rare game or rare music, like David Wise or Grant Kirkhope or that other guy whose name I can never remember. Okay, I'm Santa. Well, I'm a kid who's helping Santa. Typical platformer. And I'm delivering presents. Okay, its controls are a little stiff. Not bad. Oh, you're a kid. I thought you were an enemy. Yippee, okay. Wait, was I just skating? No. Okay, never mind. Boingy, boingy. Alright. But if I were to do a shorts thing like that, I don't know if I'd be able to keep up with daily anyway. That was just like, you know, me spitballing there. But if I were to do like a shorts thing with any amount of regularity, like multiple times a week or even daily, I would be able to like keep them all consolidated into like a nice playlist on the channel, so anybody who wants to like, you know, binge watch them or check in or something could still see them. But yeah, I don't know, like if you're not watching shorts regularly and I don't put it in the subscription feed, then and you want to watch it, it's kind of becomes a pain in the ass to see then suddenly. So maybe the only solution is to put it in the subscription feed. But I kind of feel like that would burn people out, like Tempest was saying, and kind of how I feel. Boingy, boingy. But then again, I used to subscribe to channels that uploaded daily, like Classic Game Room when they were still on YouTube. Like, I used to watch Classic Game Room every single day, and I always look forward to it, so maybe it just depends on what it is. Maybe not daily shorts uploads. That would clog the feed, though. I think twice a week is the sweet spot. Stream Sundays, so maybe upload shorts on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's a good point, too. Yeah, daily might be a lot. I don't think I could keep up with daily anyway, but maybe twice a week. What the frick? God, you are a weird enemy. Oop, oop. Okay. My only attack is jumping on things. Good to know. I was mostly just using the daily thing as an example, because I know, like, that's how a lot of people do it, but it does seem like, you know, big surprise. The shorts that are actually worth watching on YouTube clearly took more than a day to make. Or, you know, somebody spent all day making a single short. Something like that. Ow. I keep thinking I have an attack, but I don't have an attack. I agree that 1 or 2 might be a good amount. I think I could keep up with 1 or 2. Yeah. I kind of like the Tuesday and Friday thing, too. Especially since I upload, like, main videos so infrequently these days, just because they take so long to make now. Like, that Pokemon critique I finished writing, like, it's 7,000 words. Like, that's like a 30-minute video. Like, that's going to take me the next 2 weeks to... It's going to take me all week to film it, and then it's going to take me another week to edit it. Like, I can't... It's just like, I can't make the kind of videos I like and have a regular schedule. It's impossible. So I think, like, streaming and shorts is, like, the way to do that. If you're gonna do that, though, make a backlog so you have some buffer. I'd say create... Yeah, I was thinking that, too. Create, like, 20 shorts before you start uploading them so you have plenty of wiggle room. Good call. Very good call. I actually am sort of doing that with a series I want to add to the channel this year. You guys have already seen hopefully you've seen the first episode of Romani's Mini Arcade, my little puppet show. I'm planning on making a whole 12 episode season for that before I start releasing stuff. And then maybe like in this summer or something, start releasing them like 1 a month, since I upload about once a month right now. The main videos. It'd be nice to have like a video every other week on my channel. And I want to start doing more creative stuff like that. Still centered around game criticism, because that's what I'm into, but start branching out and doing more creative things. How do I get up here? How do I get up here? Oh, I think I can make that jump. It's a very tight jump. I don't know if this is a 5 out of 5, but it ain't bad. Wait, do I have a double jump? I do have a double jump. Jeez. Kind of. What the fuck? I sometimes have a double jump. Is there a meter? I don't understand. I do like the graphics in this game. Oh, what the fuck? Come on, that double jump is so... What dictates if I could double jump or not? I don't understand. Seems like it's like on a cooldown or something like that. Ah! Huh, now I can't double jump at all. What the frick? Weird. I am just out of double jumps. That's bizarre. Present time. At least somebody put some care into this. I still don't have the double jump back. I don't understand why it was dictating that. Alright, well, here's a question for you. What console, since you guys are helping me frame this, like, potential shorts thing here, what console would you like to see first? I was thinking, like, 2600 or Odyssey or ColecoVision, basically what Colin said. Those were the kind of the consoles that I'd be interested in diving more into. And that's kind of what I was thinking, too, is it gives me an excuse to explore that generation of games more, because oh, those are spikes. I thought that was the foreground or background object. You can't get over that unless you have double jump, which I didn't. Now I do. Nope, okay. This game's jank. Boingy, boingy. Oh, right, I keep thinking the spikes are a foreground object for some reason. Okay. That's so weird. I don't understand the double jump at all. Virtual Boy. Ooh, there's a good option. I like that. Virtual Boy. Apparently that's the end of the level. Santa's like, yeah, so-so. Did so-so, bro. Virtual boy. Yeah, I like that. Or 32X. There we go. Clearly the 32X is the way to go. Blah, 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 blah. We got Frosty. We got these snow boys here. Yeah, I wouldn't really say this is a bad game, but it's kind of underwhelming at the same time. Kind of got my hopes up because it said it was a whatever scraper website I'm using, which might be the GameDB. It might be the double jump takes away 3-star thingies on the bottom right. Ah, thank you. God, I was trying to figure that out. That makes so much more sense. Okay, stars is power. How do I get stars? By defeating enemies. Aha! All right, I'm understanding you now, game. Can't defeat these guys, though. Ah, or jump on star boxes. Nice. But it also depends on what you want these to be. Are they first impressions or a full overview? I was kind of thinking like just a quick rundown of them. Like, yeah, kind of like give like the basic information, like who developed it, what year it came out, and then like my first impressions. So I was kind of thinking of like, I guess the thing that I had in my mind, and I don't know if I'll go with this, was calling it like console and coffee. So like every morning, like having a cup of coffee and turning on a game you've never played before, sort of thing, and be like, good morning everyone and welcome to Console and Coffee. Today is, or like, here's a console, here's some coffee, let's play a game, something like that. And then this is E.T. on the Atari 2600 by yada yada, made by, I forget the guy's name. Whoever made Yar's Revenge, who also made, I was saying that last week and I can't remember his name now, but made by whoever, released in whatever year, let's check it out. And then like, I don't know, maybe doing like a let's play with myself, but then like cutting it down to like a minute. So it's like only highlights of the game. I don't know. That way it wouldn't have like a lot of production behind it, but it would also like give a good impression of the game. And I feel like those games are simple enough. You don't need to like, there's not too much prep work that needs to be done for that kind of reviewing something like that, just because of how simple they are. That was the sort of thing I was thinking. I don't know if I'll go with that idea, but something that's been on my mind for a few months. As a potential shorts type dealio. Ah, crap, I died. Ah, yes, the good old let's play with myself. Yeah, we could call it that. We could call it a let's play with myself. Maybe I should bring playing with my junk back while I'm at it. There'll be nothing but innuendos all the time on the Noa Lee channel. Ah, crap. Boing. Boop, boop. Yeah, that mindset behind consoles and coffee sounds perfect, and indeed, I can't imagine they'd be strenuous. Play a game for like 5 minutes and cut it down to a minute of highlights. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. 5 or 10 minutes of playing a game in the morning with my coffee. You know, something that I could, like, you know, I think that'd be a quick way, especially if I was only releasing like something like releasing something like once or twice a week. You know, that would give me a chance to like build up a catalog and like, you know, and maybe I sit down tomorrow morning and I have a cup of coffee and play like a game like that and I have a good time. It's, you know, makes for a good highlight reel or something, but maybe the next day there's not really anything to work with, and, you know, rather than trying to force it, I don't have enough stars for double jump, damn it. Instead of trying to force it into a video, just being like, whatever, that one didn't work out, we'll try again tomorrow or something. Because I would like to, you know, obviously maintain some semblance of quality. And I feel like, you know, if shorts are done well, I keep thinking I have the double jump, but it's based on stars. I don't have them. And I can't get up there without it. Damn it. Boing. But, yeah. I would like to keep, like, a semblance of quality, and I do feel like, you know, when shorts are done well, they're, you know, usually pretty good, but there's so many bad shorts out there, too, that are just, like, you know, a bunch of bullcrap. But I suppose that's true of any medium whatsoever. Yeah, give it a trial run. Yeah, I should do that. Make a pilot and see how it feels. I bet you could even use the same recording setup as you do with live stream. I'd probably use my fancy cinema camera though, just because I do like really high quality visuals. I mean, it's different with like a live stream because I can't stream you know, high bitrate 4K video at you guys when I'm streaming, but if I'm recording something, I would like to record it in 4K for editing purposes and color grading purposes. Boing. Alright, I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna do like a trial run in the near future. We'll check it out. Worst case scenario, it'll suck and I'll enlist it and we'll never speak of it. I'm not feeling this game. It's not bad, but it's just kind of there. Other than, you know, it being giving gifts to kids, it doesn't have too much to do with Christmas either. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly check out the Game Boy Color version of this just to see if it's any different. It looks a little. Oop, I keep doing that. Let's find out. Santa Claus Jr. on the Game Boy Color. Joe Wood Productions. Neon Studios. Two companies I've never heard of. Santa Claus Jr. Ooh. Love that janky Game Boy noise. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, shit. Was Santa naked there? Like, what the frick? Oh, this game's already got a better story and presentation. But... oh, it's She-Hulk! Whoa! Santa's, like, captured in this one. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe I was playing the wrong version. Boop. Just the fact that I can jump much higher in this is already better. Is cat enemy? Cat is enemy. I just killed the cat. Thanks, game. Oh, it's like a special stage. Boingy, boingy. Spongy boingy. Oh, there's a timer. I missed a candy cane. Dang it. I love it when, like, companies used to make games that, like, you know, it's Santa Claus Jr. on the Game Boy Color. Instead of it just being a port of the Game Boy Advance game, it's like a completely different game. Like, the first level is, like, so different. We weren't inside, for one thing. Doesn't seem like I have a double jump mechanic in this, and I kind of like it. I'm already liking this game a lot more than its Game Boy Advance counterpart. Although it's still kind of one of those platformers where everything's just kind of a little too far apart. Like, you gotta be, like... unless I can bounce higher. Nope. No. Like, how the frick do I get it? Can I land on the books? I can land on the books, okay. It's hard to tell what's in the background and what isn't. Let's go this way. That bear in the background is kind of creepy. It's pretty disturbing, actually. Sorry, kitty. Oh, I missed a candy cane, son of a bitch! Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm calling it now. This is the superior version of this game. Although it is kind of like a completely different game. Just not having that janky double jump that relies on like filling your star meter just makes this a much more enjoyable game. It is kind of like, I mean, I know the Game Boy Color isn't really known for its graphical superiority or anything, but it's kind of a weird looking game. It's just kind of got like these drab colors to it or something like that. Yeah, this doesn't seem so bad. I like how some of these trees block the background from view, but besides that, decent presentation, music, and jumping. Yeah, it's not bad. Or like, yeah, the freaking... I always hated that when you have like foreground objects covering stuff up. It's not done too bad in this, though. At least they thought about it. The music is really repetitive, absolutely. Oh, It actually doesn't even sound like a Game Boy. What I think Game Boy Color. It sounds more like a NES game, really. Like, it kind of reminds me of like the Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. Or Dizzy, Fantastic Dizzy, whatever you want to call that game. It has like 3 different names. It's not too bad. I mean, it's a basic platformer, but it's a fun basic platformer. I'm enjoying it a lot more than the other one. Boingy. I never thought of Santa's hat as being a hood, though. So, like, in this interpretation, when I jump, like, you can see, like, Santa's hat comes up, but it's like the hood of Santa's coat. Not what I think of when I think Santa's hat. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, clothesline. Ah, the sprite work's nice. The animation on the sprite work is pretty nice. Boingy, 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 boingy. You can ledge grab. Yes, you can. Yeah, good they thought of that. Yeah, it seemed to be like a central component of the Game Boy Advance thing was like grabbing ledges, whereas in this one it's something you can do that comes in handy, but it's rarely a requirement, at least so far. Oh, it's a bird. But I mean, it has kind of like the same problem as like Elf does, which is I'm just going around collecting stuff without any real purpose behind it. So I mean, it is although it is pretty decent, I am starting to get bored with it because there's not much going on. And I don't like jumping on cats. Who makes cats enemies? Jeez. At least From Software had the good sense to make the dogs like always emaciated and disturbing, or the cats like weird monstrosities when they include them. Not just like a house cat. Don't make a house cat like an enemy, or a dog for that matter. Only budding serial killers think that's a good idea. But humans, I mean, we can kill humans all we want. That's fine. Oh, there's stairs over here. That's where I need to go. Boop, boop, boop. That was the level. Crack another certified seltzer here. Twinkle, twinkle, little star? Okay. Reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with the cats. I was like, I was looking through Famicom games last night, and I saw the Japanese version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I'm like, oh my god, that got a Japanese release too. Or maybe it came out of Japan. I don't know. I don't actually know like who made that game. It's so bad, though. Now we got cute little squirrels. I mean, I guess they're kind of like, you know, squirrels are a little more acceptable because, like, they're not usually pets, but come on. Whoever made this game hates small critters. Merry Christmas. Let's step on some animals. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, shit. Boingy, boingy. Okay. Heiko! Heiko, how are you? Damn it. Ah, shit. Yup, and the Japanese version has more levels. Oh my god. Really? I didn't know that. Quit it. Oh, that's just the wind. I can't jump on the wind. I mean, realistically, who would ever know that? Except, like, data miners, because who has the patience to get past, like, the first 10 seconds of that game? I'm sure it's been done. There's probably plenty of people that speedrun it. But, dang. Ah, neon bananas. Mmm, neon bananas. Delicious. Candy canes. Boing, boing. Oh, this is great. I can't see below. Oh, I fucked up. Ah, well, that was the end of the level right there. Ah! Damn it! This game's a lot harder. Ah! I thought it was on the other platform. That's okay. I've had my fill of Santa Claus Jr. They're fine. They're bog standard platformer games. Nothing special about them, I don't think. Other than they're Christmas games. Alright, here we go. I've owned a physical copy of this game for years and I've never played it. Let's do it. Santa Claus Saves the Earth. Also on Game Boy Advance. So weird that there's so many Christmas games on the Game Boy Advance. Ow. I cracked it in my neck. Telegames. Ivolgamus. Oh my. I think they're trying to do like a Rankin Bass, like stop motion, like look to this or something, but it is not done well. Ooh boy. Wow, only one day left until Christmas. Thousands of little children are waiting for Santa Claus. Meanwhile, very deep under the ground, lived a wicked fairy, Nilam. She had a magic copper, where she could see everything that happens in the world. Pervert. Today, when she looked into her copper, she saw Santa Claus packing presents for all the children in the world. She became furious. My goodness. How can this happen? Screamed Nilam. I cannot let all the children in the world have presents. So Fairy Nilam enchanted Santa Claus, and he is trapped in her magic lands. Only a few hours are left until Christmas. My God. Help Santa Claus to escape from the magic land. Okay, we will do that. Area 1, bricks. Off topic, anyone play the Gungrave games? I have not. The game's graphics make me furious. They're pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty bad. Okay. Oof. This is some... Okay, has anybody ever played Nicky Boom? I think it was on the Turbo Graphics. I played it on iOS back in the day. This game reminds me of Nicky Boom suddenly. Oh, look at that. I can show my thick Santa ass. Nice. Work it, Santa. Work it. Where's the jump button? There's the jump button. Okay. Just watch, this game's also gonna have like the most... What the... Is this my attack? Oh my god, I love an attack that you have to hold the button to use. And I move backwards inadvertently while using it. Okay. That's bizarre. Nope, I haven't played the Gungrave games. I don't believe I've ever even heard of them. They are not ringing a bell. I've played the Gundemonium games, which are like shmups on Steam. But that's it. I was going to say something, I forgot. Oh, I was going to tell Live Coil that I've been continuing to play Lunar the Silver Star this week. I actually really like that game. So I'm probably going to, it's like, probably going to finish it, because I'm really digging it, and I've been playing it on and off all week, and I think I'm about halfway through it now, actually. So, yeah, good pick on the Lunar the Silver Star. I'm glad you had me play that last week, because I'm quite enjoying it. This game is so ugly. It is just horrendous to look at. Oh, Ronald McDonald is a friend of mine. I have his picture framed on the wall. Oh my god, the attack... the attack range is so shallow on this. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I just like really like it. I like the... I do gotta say there are way too many random encounters for my taste, but I'm putting up with it because... I'm enjoying this. Mostly I'm enjoying the story and the characters, which is kind of always what draws me to JRPGs in general. So yeah, story, characters, pretty great. I like the Sega CD's presentation on it. It's very charming. I did hear that Working Designs actually increased the number of random encounters when they localized it, so I'm thinking the original version doesn't have as many, because it's... I don't know what I've even said last week in the stream that, like, you know, there weren't that many random encounters. I was wrong. There's a shit ton. Like, most of the time you take a single step and you're just right into another battle. I just finished the part, I won't spoil it for those that want to play it, what happens, but I just finished the part where Galleon was in my party and now he's not. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So that's where I finished playing yesterday. PS1 version fixes the random encounters even in the USA. In that version, you see enemies in the field, Chrono Trigger style. Oh, nice. Yeah, I might have to play the remake after that. Or after I finish the original. Oh, that is just the floatiest jump ever. First Gungrave is pretty underrated PS2 game. It has the same art director who made Trigun. Oh, interesting. I really like Trigun. Oh, look at this. How did I know that I just had to jump up there? Let's pick up diet soda? Pork and beans? What did I... How am I supposed to jump over that? These are like the floatiest freaking control... Ugh. Okay, and then there's a... Oh, I don't jump over it. There's a switch. All right. I'll give you that game. That was pretty clever. This is so weird. This might be my favorite of the Santa Claus platformers we've played so far, even though it's by far the ugliest. And they just released a third game recently after nearly 2 decades. Wow. Always nice to see old series that haven't had a release in a long time get some love. I can't break boxes with my bag. Final Fantasy VI on GBA has a high encounter rate too, more so than SNES version. And yeah, Galleon, one of my favorites. It was really fun having him in my party for a while because I'm like, oh dang, everything just gets annihilated with him. Clown. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I might have to like start playing some more JRPGs because because thanks to playing Lunar the Silver Star this week, I kind of found out they're kind of nice to just chillax to. Just because there's usually not a lot going on gameplay-wise, so you can just kind of sit back and relax and, you know, just do minimal interaction. I never realized that about RPGs, or JRPGs in particular, like just how laid back they can be for, like, you know, oh, it's like an hour before bed and I want to play a game or something like that. It's something good to turn on. Might be getting back into JRPGs after like 10 years of not really touching them. We'll see. Maybe I'll finally finish Final Fantasy VI, which I played through the first half twice and never finished. Dude. Well, this level's at least a little more visually appealing. The colors are a little easier on the eyes, but these enemy designs are just... yikes. Can I grab this? No? Yes? This looks like a rope I can grab, but that ain't happening. Oh, I can change weapons. That's nice. Shame you couldn't play Merry Gear Solid in the stream. Maybe next year. Is it just a ROM hack of like the original? Oh, Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, not Metal Gear. Merry Gear Solid. I haven't quite figured out what the test tubes are for in the upper left-hand corner. Huh. Apparently I don't need any health, alright. Probably have to dive into some ROM hacks next year if we want to play some Christmas games, because scraping the bucket already. Oh shit. I like how the enemies just kind of do like a light fart noise when they die. They're like, ah. Whoa, Santa's got some freaking sick parkour there. Dang. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying this. It's not good, but it's... Oh. Now, wait a minute. How come I can... How did I grab that? Fan game, it has a sequel for some reason. Nice. Oh, I have to hold the jump button to stay on the rope. That's super intuitive. Okay. Hold the jump button. Okay, weird. At least they kind of like did some interesting stuff with this. Not gonna lie. It's not great, but it's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's a good part about JRPGs. Super chill, even when you have to grind levels. Just mute the game and put on some music or TV. It's not that bad. I did that with Final Fantasy back in the day, or Final Fantasy 12 in particular. I just spent like 2 hours grinding one night listening to Queen, because I was like super into Queen at the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna listen to Queen, and I'm just gonna grind like 30 levels. I probably didn't grind that much, but in 2 hours. But I don't typically grind is another issue. I don't like grinding anymore. I feel like if a game like requires me to grind for more than like 5 minutes, it's a poorly designed game. I did have to grind a little bit when I was in the Magic Cavern in Lunar the Silver Star, because it's just like, oh, now my whole party left me, and I need to, like, I'm stuck in this cave until I, you know, make it to the end and fight all these high-level magic creatures. So I guess I'll grind for a bit, but I only had to grind for like 10 minutes and it was fine. So, boing. Is this the real life? No, it's Final Fantasy. Boo 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 boo. Song's got kind of a nice beat. Oh, fucking... Thanks for the spikes there. Oh shit, more spikes. Jesus. Boop, boop, like the fan is just literally a CPU heatsink stuck to the wall. This is a weird game. Santa Claus Saves the Earth. I wonder if they were doing like a play on like Santa Claus versus the Martians. That one really old B movie. I like that movie. Oh, I thought it was a conveyor belt I could walk on. No, it's a Santa frickin' died right there. That's what it was. You did not make it. Okay, well, we'll try one more time. Area 2. I don't understand the images leading into the levels. They're just seemingly random stock images. Yeah, Lunar isn't super grindy. My sister never used to grind until the end game of the PS1 version. And even then, she could beat it around level 50 to 55 for all the characters. That's good to know. I was hoping I wouldn't have to grind too much more. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, now that I know that I can hold the jump button to go across on ropes like that, we can do this. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I have to hit the switch. I like how Santa's beard just sticks out like 8 inches from his chest. Just shows how much of a man Santa is. And he also appears to be wearing sunglasses, so he's a cool Santa. Oh, that's real fair. Also, apparently Santa doesn't like TV. Doop doop boop. Why is there a clown? It's just a random clown. I don't get it. So I did find the end of this level last time. I think I just needed a key. And I still haven't figured out what the test tubes are for. Does that have something to do with my... No, doesn't have anything to do with my ammunition. Ow. Must go find the key to the door. What? Oh, crap. And the cans. I don't understand what the cans are for quite yet either. Now I got the green test tube full. And it just rolls over. Game, why you gotta be so weird? This is probably like a game where you need to read the manual. Ah, damn it, I did that last time too. They don't have the manual. Boink. I'm just picking up more snowballs here. No big deal. Okay, well, is that pizza? Is that pizza on the floor? Huh. I have not found the key. I'm starting to get bored with this game. I mean, I wasn't expecting much, but I was hoping like to find a gem tonight, but kind of been striking out. I guess Days Before Christmas was better than I thought it would be. I already went up here. There was no key up there. I don't think there was a... Ow, I hit the wrong button. I don't think... there was something else over here. Oh, there is a switch. What does the switch do? with stuff. I think the next game I had on the list was like the Santa Claus, like 3, like Disney. I don't have high hopes for that one either. Okay, I've gone through the whole level. I have not found a key. At least not that I know of. Oh, it says I have a key. Maybe I did pick one up. Oh, maybe I picked it up and I didn't know it was a key because keys are pyramid shaped and not key shaped. Oh, okay. I thought this game was going to be frustrating. This looks just looks really boring to play, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty boring. You can probably tell by how little I have to say how boring it is. At least when a game's bad, I have like material to work with. This is just kind of mind-numbing. And I don't know why the keys aren't key-shaped. Yeah, we're gonna be bouncing here pretty quick. Santa Claus will not save the Earth this Christmas. Or ever. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, yep. Triangles, I mean pyramids are keys. Okay. Oh, yeah. Losing interest fast. You have one more, you have like a minute of the next level to convince me to keep playing game. Can you do it? Area 3, rocket thruster. What are these freaking images? My shoulder sore for some reason. Ugh. Okay, let's do this. Boop. Thoughts on the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies? I don't remember a thing about any of them. I remember really liking the first one and then thinking the sequels were trash. I haven't watched them in probably 10 years or more. But I do remember really liking the first one when I was a kid, so. I think the second one was like the whole tagline, he was like, I gotta get married? Like, it was like in all the trailers and stuff, and it's all about finding a Mrs. Claus, and I remember that not being very good. And then the third one had Martin Short in it, playing Jack Frost. Wait, yeah, Jack Frost. And he like wanted to take over the North Pole or some shit, and it was like really bad. Apparently they just made a fourth one that's like exclusive to Disney Plus. So, which is interesting, because I thought Tim Allen was, you know, irrelevant now because everybody hates the fact that he's a conservative. And conservative actors don't do well in Hollywood, but I guess working for Disney Plus is an exception. Yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. Ooh, I'm Funky Santa. I don't think I'm invincible, but something's going on. It's just, oh, I realize I'm just picking up key cards like I'm playing Doom or something in this game. Yeah, this game's not good. It is boring as sin. Okay, well, hop into the next game, which is the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause. At least this looks bad. Actually, I confess, I've actually played this game before. I accidentally, it was on my RetroPie's demo one day, and when I tried to back out of it, I hit start instead and started playing it. It's not very good, though. Spoiler alert. Well, Tim Allen is at least now old and gray enough to save on makeup costs. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Oh, yeah. It's a TV show. Wait, what's actually a TV? Oh, the Santa Claus thing that I was talking about is a TV show? Oh, all right. Well, yeah, Martin Short is Jack Frost. Sucks he got stuck doing crappy sequels when he's legit. Yeah, Tim Allen is legitimately a great comic actor. Like, I used to love Home Improvement back in the day. Oh, you're talking about, right, Martin Short. Yeah, Martin Short is genuinely a good comedic actor, but he always gets the worst roles. I absolutely agree. Jiminy Glick was hilarious. Absolutely agree. But every movie he's ever been in has been trash just because it seems like they put him in really bad movies. I actually love Last Man Standing with Tim Allen. I'm not familiar with that. Is that a TV show too? Or a movie? Oh. Northern Expedition. We are picking up cookies. Every generation or so, the job of being Santa Claus is passed to another worldly soul, or you can just kill the previous Santa Claus. Scott Calvin was that worthy soul. He literally killed the previous Santa Claus. Only he didn't know it. But then something wonderful happened that changed Scott forever. The red coat he found him, and he put it on. Okay, everyone, listen up. That's what Tim Allen sounds like. We need to maintain the secret of Santa while Bud and Sylvia are here. Until further notice, we are a Canadian toy manufacturer. Is that the plot of the movie? I don't remember that. For a Christmas show, it's not bad. I mean, it isn't a Christmas tradition. Isn't it a Christmas tradition to watch all the mediocre Christmas shows and movies? It absolutely is. Santa Claus, there can only be one. Oh, I want a Highlander Santa Claus movie. That would be amazing. What can I do to help? Make some toys, wrap some presents? Report to Curtis and stay out of my way. I don't want to see one icicle out of place. I'm your man, Big Bread. While I'm waiting, let's cool things down a bit. Tension has been a bit high around here lately. Boingy, boingy. This is Charlie. That's the kid's name, right? Oh, Curtis. Right away, Santa, we got... I accidentally hit the rapid fire button. Oops. We got something. Lift Santa's spirits by drinking eggnog. Pressing A. Oh, okay. Do I really want to lift Tim Allen's spirits? I think I'm good. What the fuck was that? Gain some extra height, but... Why am I helping Tim Allen gain some extra height? Game. Kind of coming on to me, and I don't like it. We're just friends. Oh, I got like a Jack-in-the-Box. That's interesting. Give me Charlie Brown and the SpongeBob Christmas specials any day. I am partial to Claymation Christmas and Opus and Bill, A Wish for Wings That Work, and the original Grinch Christmas special. Those are mandatory Christmas cartoons for me, and I don't need to watch anything else during the holiday season. Oh, I have a double jump. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but every time I pick up cookies and milk, he's like, It's very low in the mix. God, it's so quiet. Why didn't they make that louder? It'd probably be annoying if it was louder, but... Boingy, boingy. I'd look to see if they made other The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen games, but this looks to be the only one. Maybe the other two were too old. They would have had to been on, like, Genesis or Super Nintendo or something. Yeah, it was pretty much a modern take of his older show, Home Improvement, but instead of being a house of three boys, it was a house of three girls. Oh, Last Man Standing. That does sound familiar. Huh, maybe I did watch that. I was recently reminded that a show called Grounded for Life existed, because I recently found out my favorite band, best band in the world, Ween, did the theme song for it. And I'm like, oh, dang. It's weird. I've been listening to Ween my whole life without ever realizing who the hell Ween was until like the past couple of years. Press and hold A. Okay, I'm pressing and holding A. I'm picking up cookies and milk. Making me want them Christmas cookies a week early here now, game. Jeez Louise. kids these days watch enough TV to understand and appreciate the concept of a Christmas special? That's a good question. I don't know. That does kind of seem like a relic of the past. Oop. Seriously, though, guys, if you haven't seen Opus and Bill, A Wish for Wings That Work, what are you doing with your life? Like, seriously, it's like the best Christmas cartoon. It's hilarious. It's also the only time Opus and Bill was ever animated, as far as I know. We did this theme song for Grounded for Life. Yeah, exactly. I just found that out like a couple weeks ago. Wow, the more you know. I remember that show. It was all right. I liked how cynical it was, but it went on too long, as most sitcoms do. Yeah, I remember watching it like every day after school on like ABC Family or something like that. Do you know the, you guys know the old, I think it was T-Mobile, I forget. It was like Chris Mahana Kwanzaa was like, it was a song that they sang every year to like promote this like mobile service. I want to say it was T-Mobile or something like that. Apparently Ween wrote that song, and it's called We're All Snowflakes, which is absolutely hilarious to me. So yeah, if you've never seen, like, just look up Chris Mahana Kwanzaa commercial or We're All Snowflakes by Ween. Like, it's just such a catchy song, and my sister and I, to this day, will wish each other like a happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. It's just because those commercials were like everywhere back in like, I want to say like 2002, 2003, somewhere in there. You couldn't get away from those commercials like every holiday season. And just to know that frickin' Ween made that song for that commercial just blows my frickin' mind. And I'm like, no wonder it was so catchy. Yeah, Tempest, now you're making me wonder, like, about, like, the whole, is the idea of a Christmas special dead because TV isn't much of a thing anymore? I gotta think that, you know, streaming services still promote the hell out of, like, Christmas stuff around the holidays. Okay, so what I can say about this game is I'm not bored, but it is so easy that I don't need to pay attention to it, so I can't really say if it's good or not because I've just flown through the last 3 levels on absolute autopilot. Oh, now I gotta stop though. Santa's toy tank gift is able to break through frozen walls, much more effective than squeezing down chimneys. Throw your gift with L or R. Gotcha. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. A whole freaking tank. Oh, I only have one at a time, though. Okay. Let's see. Do I stop and talk to Curtis every single time? Oh, you're not Curtis every single time. Would you like some bacon, eh? I get it, because you're supposed to be Canadian now. Good job. Nice internal consistency, game. Santa can push blocks of ice by holding the buttons against them. Okay. Oof. This is probably the least offensive game we've played, at least as far as boring corporate cash grab games go. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not boring me enough to want to turn it off. Lovely weather, eh? Okay. We get it. Canadians say eh. That's a well-known Canadian stereotype, eh? Why don't we go back to our Hootenanny in Canada, eh? Nope, it's that one. I get 1 tank per level, it looks like. I'm wondering if this was just a generic Santa Claus game, and then, like, partway through development, the developers were like, hey, maybe we get a contract with Disney, like I was talking about earlier, and this could be like, you know, the Santa Claus, huh? It's a good idea. I can't get up here. Oh, I gotta push the ice. I gotta push the ice, yeah. Push the ice, eh? That's what the Canadians say, guy. Ah, shit. Boingy, boingy. Oh, I must have got my tank back. Maybe it's on a cooldown. What else could possibly go wrong? What are you, Bubsy now? What could possibly go wrong? Christmas Town. Boing, boingy, boingy, boingy. Catch the game last night, eh? What game would that be? A game of hockey there, guy? Oh, and then, are you just literally a Canadian? Everyone sure is short. Okay. Oh, you're one of the in-laws or something. I always hated that plot point in like movies where it's like the characters have like a mystical, magical secret that they need to hide, and that's the plot, or at least a subplot of the movie. But then by the end, it's like, you should have just told us the truth. We love you for who you are, even if you are a magical Canadian bacon man. What? I think I like Canadian bacon as much, if not more, than real bacon. I'm actually not all that big of a fan of Canadian bacon. It's mostly just fancy. Well, fancy might be giving it too much credit. It's lesser ham. I don't know. I don't think it's anything special, personally. I never liked it on a pizza, for one thing. Oh, can I break the ice with the tank here? Can I break the ice with the tank here, gay? No, I don't have the tank. Oh, wait, yes, I got the tank. There we go. I'm not a big fan of ham, though. That might be why I don't like Canadian bacon. It's too close to ham. But I'm not big on ham. I do like bacon, though. I do think bacon is a little overrated, though. I remember, like, I don't know, what, 6-7 years ago, like, bacon was, like, the coolest thing on the internet. Thanks, not in no small part to, like, Epic Mealtime or, you know, things like that. Oop, I messed it up. Fair, turkey greater than ham. I do like turkey, yeah. I made a killer turkey for Thanksgiving this year. It was delicious. Probably the best turkey I've ever made. I'm also gonna make a standing rib roast tomorrow. They were on sale at my grocery store, and I'm like, you know what? Prime rib sounds pretty freaking awesome. So I'm gonna make some. I left my roaster at my parents' house, but that's okay. I'll make do without it. I still got a big pan I can use. How I Met Your Mother made an amazing bacon meme. I don't remember a meme from How I Met Your Mother with bacon. Huh. I actually watched that show too, or most of it. I think I stopped watching like 2 or 3 seasons before the end. That was a pretty good show. It was very overplayed though. It was just like you couldn't escape that show for... Like if you turned on the TV, like it seemed like 5 different channels were playing it all at the same time. Boop, 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 boop. I'm playing as an elf now, I see. Bonk. 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 Interesting. This might be the best Santa Claus game we've played so far. It's not great, but it's fine. Oh, is this like the same shmup from Days Before Christmas? That would be amazing. Oh, that was a special stage I was playing. Gotcha. With A and cold to the naughty children with B. Well, bacon was literally commercialized to be the best thing, but in reality, they just need to sell part of the pig that no one will buy. I know, isn't that funny that, like, you know, 50, 60 years ago, nobody wanted bacon? They pretty much, yeah, I know what you're talking about. They had to market the shit out of it to get people to buy it. Okay, so that's present. This is, like, literally the same They totally like stole this from Days Before Christmas. I might have said Dazed and Confused earlier. Oh no! Don't make me go faster. That makes it harder. Oh Jesus! Except it doesn't go straight down like in Days Before Christmas. My nose are just, oh my god. Oh, that's the wrong one. Cole, yeah, why did you make it go at an weird angle like that? I don't like it. Also, should the angle be going the other direction? Because, you know, physics and such. Yay! I can't believe that we've had 2 shmup levels that are the exact same Santa dropping shit into buildings. What the crap? That blows my mind. Oh, I got coal. That was Santa Claus Jr.'s house, and he got coal for jumping on cats in the last game. Ooh, there we go. The fuck is the OST for this sleigh section? Yeah, it's really interesting. It was in the last season. Mosby has never eaten bacon. And Marshall tell him he should try it. And Ted is like, how can you know it will taste like bacon? And then and then he sees the face of God. Oh, nice. Jim Gaffigan has some great jokes about bacon. You can't tell me the success of Kevin Bacon isn't tied to his name. Who's in this movie? Kevin Bacon? Sounds good. Nice. Yeah, probably. I never thought of that before, but... Well, isn't this great? It's nearly Christmas. Our production is slowed to a halt. The naughty and nice list printer is jammed. The assembly line motor is locked. I've had too much eggnog this morning. All the goys and burls will be out of presents this year. Fuck. And the kitchen is in flames. Shit. I eat some more cookies and milk. Oh, now we got some robo toys. Everything's going haywire, sir. Santa, you'll need to cut the power. Well, how do I do that? Find the master switch on the lower level. Eat more cookies. Boingy, boingy. Gee, I wonder whose robots are these? Perhaps Jack Frost? Boingy. Boingy. Do the tank again. Boingy. Well, I think we got the gist of this game. We got like 15 minutes left on the stream. We're gonna very quickly run through. We don't need to play Nightmare Before Christmas. It does look kind of cool, though. Sure, we'll play that for like 5 seconds. Then I'm gonna end with Snowboard Kids. We're gonna end with. We started with a good game. We're gonna end with a good game. So we'll just run through the couple more here quick, and then we're gonna end with Snowboard Kids, I think, because I quite like that game. Oh wait, what am I thinking? I got like the entire N64 library on here. We should have it. We should even have Snowboard Kids 2, which is kind of a rare game. So yeah. Oh hell yeah, Snowboard Kid. Matt, you know Snowboard Kids? Did we play Snowboard Kids? I like Snowboard Kids. Oh, I did talk about that in like a Patreon video once, didn't I? I like that game. It's a good game. The Grinch for Game Boy Color. All the Who's loved Christmas. It's Christmas time in Whoville. Lights, crowds, music, and noise. Noise, noise. I know mostly about it through Drawfee. Ah, nice. Nice, nice, nice. As you have said, I do appear to have similar taste as them. All the Who's love Christmas. But not the Grinch, who lived just north of town. The Grinch hated Christmas and everything about it. I must stop Christmas. Oh, I must stop this whole thing. putting up with all of this fuss for years. I believe it's 53 years. Come on. Whoa, sexy who lady. Dang. Oh, this is based on the Jim Carrey movie, isn't it? I just realized that. He's gonna put a stop to it. All right, Grinchy. But how? No, it's pronounced who. It's pronounced who. Ooh. Then the Grinch came up with a terrible plan. Why didn't they just use the actual rhyme from the cartoon? Heard Nightmare Before Christmas on the GBA is a Metroidvania? What? Oh, dang. We might have to play that next time. With the home console ports are hack and slash. I knew about the home console ports. Even had mechanics inspired Bayonetta and Devil May Cry. Oh, the home console ports? Really? Interesting. I have definitely heard good things about the Nightmare Before Christmas home console game. And the Game Boy Advance one is a Metroidvania? Oh, man, I gotta play that. That sounds awesome. I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies. Well, they got the rights for this movie, but not the book's rhymes. Yeah, what the hell? Also, what the shit? Is this Pac-Man? What the frick? What? What the fuck? It's a Pac-Man clone? In the 90s? Oh my god. Mission completed. Hey, what's up, Wistful? How you do? Oh my, the Grinch. Which is apparently a... what the frick? It's like totally a Pac-Man clone. Oh, I probably just can't be seen by the kids. It's a Pac-Man clone where I can't be seen? Is that how that works? Just going this way. Yeah, there we go. Oh no! Oh no! I totally... what the frick? What the hell? Oh, there's multiple rooms now. Interesting. Okay, so it's not quite a Pac-Man clone. It's more of a stealth game. I understand now. This is bizarre. My cat is meowing at my door. I can hear him going meow. That tree looks like a pile of shit. The Grinch. I mean, you got the Grinch. Interesting. Nice shit tree. Okay, I got all your presents, you little shits. This ain't too bad. It's okay. Nice little stealth type game. Do, 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 do. I don't like that they just seemingly randomly look in the direction. It doesn't seem like they have a pattern to them. Oh, we got adult who's and a cop. My goodness. Oh, she saw me. Oh, comic relief. Just gonna steal this present here. Okay, don't mind me. A Grinch stealth game. Interesting. The things you will find. This actually is probably one of the better games we've played tonight. Although I don't like this setup here. Oh shit, 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 shit. Just go to another screen, it's fine. Oh, come on, that's... come on. Guess I'll go up here and wait. Oh, I have an attack. Oh. Anyway, well, that's that game. Let's hop to a different one. What else? Gotta check out the Polar Express. We'll save Nightmare Before Christmas for another time. I am interested now that I know it's a Metroidvania. It sounds pretty great. THQ Polar Express. I actually kind of like the Polar Express movie, even though it has its nightmare CGI. Very off-putting, but it's a very creative movie. We are 11111. That is our name. Christmas Eve, yep. Story. Ugly CGI kid, got it. Freaking, I was gonna say Tom Jones. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't think Tom Hanks. Jesus, I couldn't think of his name for a second. More ugly CGI kids. Thank the Lord I can skip all of this. Another generic platformer. Cool. Doingy, doingy. A candy cane. Try to collect all of these at each level. How about no? People harp on those weird mocap movies like Polar Express, Oh yeah. Polar Express, Monster House was fantastic, and Beowulf isn't that bad. The visuals enhance the atmosphere of both. Mars Needs Moms is atrocious, though. Yeah, I like Beowulf, and I did really like Monster House. That was a good movie. Yeah, I see why, though, because they're pretty off-putting to look at. But they have a charm to them, and I think, you know, to deny that charm is, you know... Wait, that's a stage hazard? Are you kidding me? That's a stage hazard. All right. Cool. Oh, I can crawl. There we go. I feel like we played nothing but Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color games tonight. It is so weird to something about those handhelds at this during this time period just. Everybody wanted to make Christmas games, I guess. Weird. Yeah, I remember really liking Beowulf when I saw it. I think, like, fans of, like, the original, like, story and legend, like, oh, you know, took too many liberties or whatever. But it was my first introduction to Beowulf, so I had no idea what I was in for. And... yeah, I mean, the CGI has not aged very well, and, you know, mocap technology was still pretty nascent at the time, but, I don't know, I enjoyed it. Probably be a different story if yes, that's an extra try. An extra try. Can't call it an extra life, that's too risque for the little kids who'd be playing this. Okay, cool, I think we got the gist of that game. Let's play some Snowboard Kids and finish out the stream. Get some N64 action up in here. We need some Snowbow. Oh, how about Snowbow Kids? Oh, I don't have Snowbow Kids 2 on here. What the frick? All right, Snowbow Kids. I like how it's truncated there. Hell yeah. God, this game looks so much better in emulation. I have a physical copy of this, and even with my my slightly better upscaling for my N64, it just looks like trash in comparison to this. It looks so good in emulation. Oh my god. Another reason emulation is like the special sauce of game preservation is just merely it just brings so much life into games from this era especially. Please select the number of players. Just me. Check complete. Start game. To use Rumble Pack, insert it now. I ain't got, well, actually, I don't think it works. Select my character. / Nancy, Jam, Linda, Tommy. Kind of liking Jam's look there. Let's go Jam. I should have looked at their actual stats, though. Oh well. Battle Race. Let's go with Battle Race. Rookie Mountain. Let's do it. I forgot how to play. It's fine.
Freestyle.
Do the freestyle. Big noses on those kids, but I wanted to talk with my pelican. Yeah. Yeah.
Ready?
We fit right in.
Go!
Forgot how to play. Forgot how to play. Okay. Get this. Yep. There's the jump button. Boop. All right. Yeah, okay, I'm remembering now. Okay, you gotta duck.
Ow!
I swear I'm good at this game.
Not enough.
Oh, son of a bit. That's right. You gotta have, you gotta collect coins to pick up items. I remember now. Okay. There we go. Getting the hang of it. Maybe I shouldn't jump while I'm turning there. Yes, N64, Wii, GameCube, PS1. Maybe I should look what I'm doing. Boingy. Wii, GameCube, PS1, PS2, all got amazing upscaling on emulation. Yeah. Nintendo consoles always seem to be really hard to get, like, looking good on, like, actual, like, TVs. Or, like, on actual hardware. Like, the N64 just doesn't have a very clean, like, output. The NES, you kind of have, in order to make it look decent, you have to RGB mod it. Damn it. The GameCube has, like, the HDMI thing, but you gotta buy the special, or, not HDMI, component cables, but you gotta buy the special ones that have the chip in them, because Nintendo was trying to save costs and kept all of the, like, actual, hardware. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here. No, I want in first. Damn it. God, I suck at this game. Wanted to keep the costs low, so they put all the, like, component hardware in the cable itself and not the system, so... the Wii, I know, has, like, you can use component cables on, but it has... I forget what they call it, but it kind of has like a brick door effect to it. Like, it has a really dirty component output to it. And it wasn't really until, like, the Wii U that they actually finally had a good HD output solution. I keep doing that, damn it! I keep forgetting that when you're, like, crouched, you can only go straight. I'm doing so well. Heard we're finally getting a new snowboarding game releasing for current consoles. It's been a while since we got one. Yeah, no shit. That is interesting. Ow. I got hit with a Pam. How do I... Okay, what's the... There we go. Can't find the attack button. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I do find it funny that, like, each lap ends with, like, everybody, like, having to crowd around the ski lift. It's kind of funny because it can, like, mess you up. Like, if everybody shows up at the ski lift at the same time and you're just slightly ahead of everybody else, they all get, like, screwed over hardcore. It's so funny. But then, you also get screwed over hardcore occasionally. You might be too far down. Uh-oh. Shit. I'm somehow in second place, considering how shitty I was doing earlier. Oh. Yeah. Get over there. I have two hands. Alright, second place for... and then getting squished. Nice. What's the name of this snowboarding game you're talking about, Tanish? I haven't heard anything about it. But you're right, it's been a long time since I've heard of any snowboard games coming out. We'll do one more race before I call it a night. Do a battle race again on the big snowman, I think. This is only 2 laps? That's supposed to be a long level.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
Ready? Go!
Do, do, do. Yeah, I can't get over how much better this game looks in emulation. It's ridiculous. N64 just has such soft graphics. Oh, that sucks. It has like soft graphics usually, and I'm like more into like sharp graphics. Ah, yes, I remember this level.
Fine.
Nice trick, man. Love those 2-dimensional trees in the morning. And there's the big snowman. I'm gonna fuck it up. Ah! Oh shit! Shit! Also, the music in this game is pretty great. No! Almost got me. Damn it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to second place in this one. This might be coming dead last. Oh shit. Pause here. Stop Skeletons from Fighting says most N64 games don't hold up with thick rose tint. Oh, don't hold up with thick rose tinted glasses, but I don't agree with that. Fun is fun, and plenty of them still have a lot to offer. This one seems pretty chill. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's a lot of great games on the N64. It doesn't. Its library pretty much pales in comparison to the PS1, though. There's a lot more. There's a lot more quality and a lot more interesting stuff going on the PS1 overall. But there's a lot of good stuff on the N64. I can kind of see his argument though, because like, here's a perfect example. I'm getting fucked here. Ah! Because, like, the really popular stuff on the N64, you think of, like, you know, your Banjo-Kazooies, your Marios, your GoldenEyes and stuff like that. Like, Mario 64, I think, holds up. Banjo-Kazooie's great. Banjo-Kazooie is great. Banjo-Tooie is a little overrated. Still a good game. Donkey Kong 64 is trash. I don't care what anybody says. And GoldenEye, I don't know if I'd go so far as to call GoldenEye trash because it's got such an important impact from a historical perspective, but how do you use that? How do I use the fan? Shit. There we go. That's the button. But I never liked GoldenEye. Always thought it was kind of shitty, personally.
Fine.
But I don't know. There's still a lot of good stuff on the N64. Even with rose tinted, without the rose tinted glasses, I think you can still have a good time on most of these games. And it kind of just seems like people don't tend to talk about the more experimental stuff or the side games on the N64 as much as they do on the PS1, which is kind of true of every Nintendo console. Because you think about, like, Nintendo consoles, like, even going back to, like, you know, the Super Nintendo, people were really kind of there. Well, maybe not the Super Nintendo. At least as far as back as the N64. People were really there for the exclusives. And it's kind of been that way for the majority of Nintendo's lifespan now, where you come for the exclusives. And then that's all anybody seems to talk about. So any, like, I should probably actually use my abilities here. Damn it. So, like, any, like, weird thing, like, on a Nintendo console that's exclusive to it tends to get overlooked. So, now, GoldenEye doesn't really hold up as a first-person shooter anymore. I never thought it was, but I never thought it did. I don't know. My only... I guess by the time I played GoldenEye, I had already played Halo, and, like, you can't compare GoldenEye to Halo as far as, like, oh shit, console FPSs go. GoldenEye doesn't really hold up as a first-person shooter anymore. Yeah. Oh, I read that. Never mind. Well, I suck ass at Snowboard Kids, apparently. Haven't played in a while. That's a Snowboard Kids for you there. We have pretty much gone through all the Christmas games, and now we're into the winter action, so I think that's a good time to end the old stream. We got that there. Nice. GoldenEye is a first-person party shooter, in my opinion. The most fun I've ever had with that game was playing, like, couch co-op, or not couch co-op, couch multiplayer in that game, so definitely can see that. So yeah, N64 had best first-party games, while PS1 had better third-party support. I still love GoldenEye, but I think its single-player campaign holds up better than its multiplayer because of dual analog. Oh, yeah. It's single-player. Yeah, Ryan was experimenting with the dual analog thing the other night. He hated it. And like I said, he grew up with GoldenEye. I don't know. He said it was still kind of crap, and he was like wondering what happened to the game because he remembers really liking it, and he played it a lot. Better first-party games, though. I don't know about that. Like, Crash is great. Spyro's great. Mario 64 is great. I mean, do you count, like, the Rare games as first-party? I mean, kind of. Shame you couldn't play Nightmare Before Christmas on the stream. I feel like that's one that's going to be good enough that we're going to want to play it for a while. So I'm going to put that on the list, and we're going to start with that next time, which is going to be in a few weeks, because I'm not streaming next week because it's Christmas, or the week after because it's New Year's. So it's going to be a while before I stream again, but we'll write down Nightmare Before Christmas. Hopefully I don't lose this Post-it note by then. That's like 3 weeks away. Oh, you mean in comparison to dual analog games like Halo? Yeah, which is funny because I don't know if you're familiar with, I think it was Alien vs. Predator on the PlayStation 1. I think it was Alien. Maybe it wasn't Alien vs. Predator. I don't remember. It was like an Alien crossover with Predator game on the PlayStation 1. And it was the first game to have like the dual analog shooter controls, and every reviewer at the time said it had the most horrendous controls they had ever seen. And then, like, 5 years later, Halo comes out and standardizes that control method. And everybody's like, oh, it's brilliant, it's great. But I find it so funny. But yeah, GoldenEye just, yeah. What I was talking about with the GoldenEye, what I thought you were talking about was you could use two N64 controllers at the same time in GoldenEye in the single player. So, like, you can move with one and then, you know, do the other. It's not quite the same as, like, you know, like Halo's dual analog controls, but it's pretty close. But he tried that out. He said it wasn't very good either way. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you all for joining me for this wonderful Christmas/holiday/winter solstice gaming celebration. Like I said, I will not be streaming next week. And I'm not going to stream the week after that because it's New Year's. Going to take a little break, but I will be back the week after that, which I think is the 8th, January 8th. So, yeah, that sounds uncomfortable. Yeah, using two controllers for one game, it sounds a little weird. I don't know, maybe if you like sawed them in half and glued them together or something like that. This was a great stream. Yes, it was. Thank you for everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it. Merry holidays. Happy Christmas. Winter solstice. Have some eggnog. Enjoy the cool weather. And I'll see y'all next year, hopefully with a Pokemon critique, because that's what I'm filming this week. So hopefully I'll have that. That'll be my first video next year. So thanks, everybody. Bye.